What was it on then? Was it on super low then or something?
I don't know. And we are live. We're live. We're live. I believe we are live. Yes, we are. Hurrah! Hello, everybody. Sorry we're 5 minutes late today, as always. That's just life.
Fashionable.
Yeah, I know. And you know I am a dedicated follower of fashion.
Oh no,
a dedicated follower of fashion.
Always.
So everyone, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, to quote the lovely Luke John. I hope everybody is doing rather well this afternoon. Necro Neil, good afternoon, Neil. I'm gonna send you a message after this because it's been a week. It's been a hell of a week. Yeah. Hasn't it, this last week?
Yeah.
Stress has been ridiculously high. I've also, I don't know whether you'll be able to see it. Can you see what I've done here? I managed to poke myself in the top of my head with my thumbnail.
Yeah, yeah.
And take off several layers of skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how I did it. I literally moved and my hand went boonk. And I was like, oh, what have I done?
Like tiny little greys.
Yeah, yeah. I think I've managed to use my nail and just gouge a bit out of here.
That's normal for you though, doing something or like, yeah. Your nails are very sharp.
Well, then the thing is, they're not sharp. It's just they're getting stronger. But talk about things I nearly did this week. I nearly poked my other eye out again with a cat toy. I'm dangerous. These flicky, you know the ones where there's like a load of feathers and a little bell on the end of some string, and you go flickety. I've got it here, Neil, somewhere. I haven't put it on yet. I don't know where my patch is. Anyway, you go flickety.
Like you do.
And yeah, like that. And the cats go, oh. I've got this habit of flicking it forward, and then as soon as he goes towards it, I pull it back. So it's like a whip. And so it goes right to the end and then immediately bounces straight back. I need to remember. Yeah, I need to remember if I'm doing it.
Well, he's got a new one in there as well.
That's the one. It's on fishing line. I can't even see where the line goes, and I'm flicking it back.
But I'm saying the last time we went in B&M, there's a new one in the edge of the bedroom there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Not the extendable fishing line one. That's awesome, that one. It's really cool. He loves it because he's
dangerous. You might as well go fishing.
It's very dangerous.
It's pussycat fishing.
He can't see where and neither can I. There's the patch. I thought I'd lost it then. I was setting all of this up. But yeah, anyway, I thought that I don't know what I thought was, but anyway, I was flicking it and I got it, and again, right on the corner of my eye, and I'm like, oh! Luckily, even though I can't see out of this one at all at the moment, surgery tomorrow.
You should be more careful then.
I need to be. Oh yeah. Oh, the fish. Oh, and you've got the extendable. Yeah. So
this thing that you can extend it. Oh wow, it's amazing.
This is awesome.
You can also try poke your eyes out with it.
If anyone's got a cat, this is absolutely awesome because they can't see the fishing line bit. It's on a big old extendable telescopic thing. And
so that means if you also can't see it either.
No.
So
for those of you that have eyesight issues, it's got a bunch of feathers kind of tied together or glued together with a little bell on the end, and then it's tied to a couple of little metal strappy things. So it's got like it can turn in every direction on its own. So it's got like a sort of spin thing on it, and then there's about 2 foot of fishing line, clear fishing line, and an extendable, almost like a fishing rod, but it's only about 3 foot long, and it is absolutely
dangerous. Not for children or anyone called
Lisa. Yeah, because you can whip it and it whips through the air. I was having so much fun, and he was having so much fun chasing it because he couldn't see the string. He just thought it was a thing flying.
Maybe you should stick to this one. This one is probably a bit easier for you to see it.
It's a stick with
it's got another jingle bell thing on it.
A jingle bell thing on it.
Some fish that looks eaten.
Green string, yeah, and then some bright neon
fish
orange
that looks
fish
like it's been part eaten or something.
Yes. Yes, do you want to put that over there because I can't see it at all?
Yeah.
And this one's got a jingly bell on it as well, but this is a lot gentler.
Yeah, this one does.
The extendable fishing one is very much for an expert, and I don't think I'm an expert on it. No, I think I'm GCSE level.
It was a good idea.
It's a brilliant idea.
Oh,
it's
look,
just
that
very
looks really
dangerous.
good. It looks just like a fishing rod.
It is. It's very good. So anyway, this today, Sundays. Oh, I've made a decision, Rufus. I am anonymous in that.
Anonymous.
I am anonymous in my decision. I have made a decision. My decision is. Do you want to hear it? Because it's going to affect you and the lives. I know, right? This is where we talk about everything in advance. So well. So I have decided I waffle on about leather. Leather?
You do something.
Oh God. Let me just put my patch on. I can't speak because I'm still trying to close it. Now I can't see anything. Now I can't see. Well, I can see shapes.
But you
I
can
can't
talk
see...
about leather. Go on then.
Just...
You tell us all about it.
No, I waffle too much about the Legos on the weighing videos. There we go. Oh, I can see again now. And I think they go on for far too long. People don't like watching 15 hours. Oh, also, can you even hear us?
When are we talking about Lego?
My thing is not plugged in.
When are we talking about Lego?
Hang on. What microphone are we using? Oh, there we are. Now it's plugged in. Hopefully you can hear us better now. So yes.
So
hang on. Oh, people can see and hear us. Okay, I thought for a second that we weren't live. Yeah, so all of the Lego talk, block building and all of that is going to come to Sundays. We're going to trim the fat. We did talk about that, didn't we? Trimming the fat on our Wednesday live. Yeah, because for the first 15 minutes, it's just me waffling about shit and nobody wants to see that.
Often, if I see people have done like massively long videos, often, unless it's certain people, I won't watch them. If they're like less than half an hour or maybe an hour at most, depending on how much time
we're not trimming it down to an hour, but if it's an hour and a half.
But depending on how much time people have, like I say, and then just put in sections, I suppose, in it of when, or you'll get to know which bits
come which, yeah.
Where, you know, where they are in that video.
But then, too much Lego talk on a Wednesday about random stuff that's got nothing to do with weight loss or our journeys.
How long have it been? Like 2 hours or longer sometimes, and it's just got a bit too long. Yeah,
so we're going to strip out. The Lego talk will be Sundays now, because it's just generally a chit chat, and I can share what I'm doing,
what we've been up to,
and I can share progress on Brickhampton Tales from the Scales. I'm so excited to start filming it. I'm writing it as we speak. So yeah, I can share all of those updates, and the What We Eat in a Week video, all of the clips and things that we normally put in and we talk about our food, we're going to put that as a separate one that will go live just before the live weigh-in. So it'll go live at 6 o'clock. It might be a 5 minute, 4 minute, 3 minute video, a little short something. It would just be, this is the food we've eaten this week to stay on plan. If you want to see what we've done on the scales this week, join us at 6:30 on the L.O.S.E.R.S Club. So the information will still be there. It will still, everything will still be there. It would just be the L.O.S.E.R.S Club is a lot more focused on what we're here for. And if you want to join us on a Sunday with talk about Lego and resetting and everything else, then you can do. So then, with that in mind, here is today's Lego update. Look what I've been building.
A shop.
Well, hang on. Can you just? There we go.
No, it's not a shop at the upstairs.
No, this box has got all the bits in. So these are not Lego.
It's called Box for Blocks.
Also, I've got a bit of a bone to pick. So this is a thing, right? You can get them in Home Bargains. Totally recommend. 100% recommend. Right? They are £1.50 for basic sets. So you get like 2 fridges and a little drawer thing and a person.
Do they have holes in?
Yeah, oh yeah, these connect.
Oh yeah.
These are completely Lego compatible. And they're the same size as the Lego minifigures. So they are
not square.
Pretty perfect. Yeah, I actually really like this design.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
They're in Home Bargains. £1.49 for the set, the little sets, and £2.49 for a truck, which is amazing value. And £2.99? No, £2.49 for half of a supermarket, like 2 walls. And then, so I've got 2 of them to put a supermarket together.
What's in here?
They're all branded. Hang on a sec. They're all branded from Edeka, which is a German supermarket. It's a bit like, from what I can see online, it's a bit like a Lidl, Aldi. They're like the discounters, and then Edeka comes in where your I guess your Asda would be, and then you've got the higher end ones. So they come with, in various sets, they come with little workers. Now, I don't know how well, hold that one a second. I don't know how well you're going to pick that up, but all of the figures,
Cleaning.
oh, that's just one I put on here. Yeah. All of the figures look like this.
Yeah.
Okay. They all look like this. Very, very,
Why
very.
are your legs twisted like that? That's not good for your health.
They twist on at the waist. I know, right?
Yeah.
Right. All of the figures look like that, except Rufus. Can you just show that figure to the camera? There we are. Look.
What, this one?
Yeah. All of the shoppers look like that.
This one. Let me see.
This is a worker.
Got a cleaning spray bottle in hand.
Yeah. So that's a worker.
Let me spray bottle. But you get like is it like a chilled part of your
oh, yeah.
counter where you can have like, I guess, fruit.
So you've got
or salad
chilled
things
cabinets
in,
that I've put here.
Food in, is that part of your supermarket, I guess?
Yeah, we got to close it up. So there's chill cabinets there. There's freezer cabinets. There's little stickers on the inside to show you what they've got. Oh. You can see here. There's a little
food items.
Yeah, there's a little checkout there. They come with.
Oh, okay.
They come with, like, hang on. Let me
shoot that way.
Yeah.
Oh,
so they come with. Yeah. As you can see here, there's like at the back. There's some little bits where you put your fruit and veg, your produce. In the middle, they're double-sided like things like your aisles, and then the ones I've put at the back like there,
cartons and stuff.
Yeah, the ones I put at the back there, I've got stickers on, and then there are also little three-dimensional cartons that they can have in their shopping basket.
Tons of orange juice, squash.
Yeah, so if you've got kids or if you yourself are into building blocks, really, really, totally recommend. They're all Lego compatible. They've got little trolleys. Anyway,
they're very cute.
The controversy comes. Hold that a second.
Yeah.
So the workers wear. Oh, I've just lost that one's hair. Never mind. The workers wear this uniform. Right. That looks fine. Not a problem with the uniform. Little black trousers, white top, little. It looks like little dungarees. The only thing is, there were two characters that were workers. Everyone else was not. The two characters that were workers were this one, who I've now put in pink, and this one.
Yeah, that's not good, is it?
Every other character, every other shopper, looks like this one in the middle. Super, super, super pale. The two figures that you get across the entire line that are different skin toned were both shop workers.
Yeah.
Don't quite know what to think about that. It made me a little uncomfortable. I didn't want that in my city. But also, I don't know whether these are going to go in my city or whether it's going to be like a different offshoot one.
Like I say, if parents have bought them for children, they probably won't even realise.
No, but I was just like...
it's just toys, isn't it?
Oh, that's... And as I was opening more of the sets, I was like, why is there only
those ones?
super mega pale shoppers and the only staff members are people of colour? Yeah. I was like, oh... And that's across the entire... I've got every set they've done now. Yeah. And I think if you buy every single set...
I don't think there's any more of them.
No, that's everything. That's the entire range.
Did you have a look online?
Yeah. If you buy every single set in Home Bargains, it will cost you something like £15, £18 for everything. Amazing. Really love them. Really good building.
But they also do, is it... I think one that says 450 pieces.
No, that's not this brand. That's different blocks in
I'm talking
Home Bargains.
About in
Flego.
The Home Bargain. They've got like, if you just want generic type Lego, they've got 450 pieces.
Of building blocks.
Yeah, which is they're really good prices.
Yeah, I think they're £5.99 or £1,000 for £9.99.
Yeah, really, really good, and they come in like purple. Is it purple, pink? And sort of like your pastel type colours, rather than just.
I just spilled kombucha down me.
This doesn't surprise me.
I know the amount of times I get to wear a t-shirt once before it goes in the wash. It's a good job I buy decent quality these days, isn't it? She says wearing a pound shop one from about 4 years ago when I was skinnier before, and I finally got back into it. I know. Pep and Co.
Pounds.
It was pound
it
shop.
this?
Poundland.
This?
Yeah.
Well, it's obviously not a pound.
Pep and Co. No, it would have
They'd
been
be
like £5.99 or £4.99 or whatever it was. Anyway, let's have a look and see who's in the chat. It's good afternoon to Neil.
Imagine,
Good afternoon,
it just
Kimberly.
cost me a pound.
Nothing in pound. Oh no, have you seen? A lot of Poundland is going back to being a pound. They're doing a big promotion on it. Yeah, that's why they got rid of your pointsy appy point thing. Because they were giving away, and then they were like, no, we'll just go back to a pound. Yeah, but instead of getting 5 bags, you get 6 bags of crisps for like £2 in Tesco. You used to get 5 in Poundland. Now you'll get 4 in Poundland, but it'll be a pound. So they still get you some way, don't they? Anyway, good luck. Oh, I haven't got the... Why is the chat not coming up? Bear with, everybody. Bear with. Let me make sure this works. Anyway, so yeah, that's the plan. All the YouTube chat. Oh, and also, I've got to say, the supermarket is going to feature quite heavily in Brickhampton Tales from the Scales. Because the Brickhampton... Well, not... I'm not sure whether it would be this supermarket or the one I've already built. But anyway, the supermarket...
The security cameras in the shop. I'll be watching you all.
They'll catch someone doing something, but that's in season 2.
Yeah,
it's planned. Anyway, the supermarket manager is called Stuart Patrick.
Watch your bottle.
Oh yeah, thank you. I can't see it because it's on my left. On your left.
Let's put it in.
Oh, okay. Not Patrick Stewart, because of course that's a famous actor, but Stuart Patrick.
Oh.
I know, right? I wonder where that name come from. And he's the manager of the supermarket who also goes to Slimland and struggles with weight loss because of his job. Anyway, good afternoon to Stacey. Good afternoon to Neil. I've got it on now, my darling. GMGAGE. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yay! I know, right? That was Luke John. I wonder what that was. I was like, gum genetically modified garage. I was like, is this that game where you take letters out and you got to guess what it is? Because that would be gargle, garage, gargle. I don't know. How are you both? We're doing okay, actually. Yeah. We're doing okay. Stacey, thank you for asking. I need to sneeze.
Would you like a tissue? Let me to get you one.
I didn't even press that off. I think I'm okay, thank you. I do think I've been fighting a cold since you came back, don't we? Seem to be a little bug or something. But anyway, it's okay. Duchess of Oak Trees, afternoon to you. Audrey, hello Lisa, Rufus and everyone in the chat. Good afternoon to you, my darling. Hi Neil, Luke, John, Stacey. Yeah, hello to everyone. Hello to Karen CCS. Audrey, they are called spinners. Oh, yay! That's what the feathers on the fishing line are called. They're called spinners. I used to fish, but like when I was 14 or 15, so it's about 10 years ago now.
You can see why you stopped doing it, because, you know, you would have thrown yourself in the water, probably.
I have done. I did do.
I could imagine.
Fell off there was a giant lake that we used to fish at, and the bank in some places was quite steep, but you would stand there because there were trees, so the fish couldn't see your shadow, so it was a good place to fish from. And there has been occasion where quite a few people would do it where you'd cast, and because you were trying not to hit the trees, you had to cast quite hard for it to be a low cast rather than a high cast. So you don't want the line to go like that, you want it to go like straight across, and so you cast like that really quickly almost to the side so that your line would go in that arc rather than that arc. And
I know nowadays though people just use catapults, don't they, with their line, and just hook it onto a catapult and just...
Do they?
Yeah. I've seen them do all sorts of stuff.
Tell you what I have seen, Laura and Kath over at Back to Basics have got a magnet to go magnet fishing. I would not want to do that.
In the water.
Yeah.
Put it in the water,
in the river,
and then right down at the bottom.
Pull up trolleys and all sorts. I would not want to do that. I don't think it's as much in this country, but in the States, you find people pulling up pew-pews and
all sorts,
grenades and all sorts of bits and bobs. But no, thank you. Knowing how clumsy I am these days, I do not want to be going, oh, we're just going to dangle this giant magnet off a bridge. La 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 la, click. What's that noise?
It won't end well for you.
What's that noise? And you just see the little pin of a grenade, and you hear a splosh, and then you go,
oops.
run.
Rufus,
run. Yeah.
It's all right. We can now, sort of, nearly.
I know, right? But they go metal detecting as well. That is something I quite like. Although, have you all seen the adverts on YouTube all the time for one of the train companies? And it's a guy that says, some people like to sing, I like to dance when I'm metal detecting. I found a door hinge once, can't argue with the science. I think it makes metal detectorists, that's the right word, isn't it? Detectorists. Yeah, what? I think it makes them all look daft. Because that guy looks like a right numpty. The one with the train spotters is much nicer. Same company.
What was he doing? A bit of Shaking Stevens or something?
He just looks like an idiot. Field. He just looks like an idiot. And from when we've seen Laura and Kath do a bit of videos from there, none of the people there do random stuff like that. It's awful. Anyway, thank you, Audrey. Yes, spinners. You're doing Challenge 30 this week. And see if it gets, if it's any better to challenge 100. That's good. Is that, what's challenge 30 then?
Just do it by
30% on plan.
Yeah, rather than 100. Yes.
We saw your video, Rufus, Luke. What am I doing? We saw your video, Luke. I hope everything is okay. I hope you're doing okay, my friend. Yeah, a bit of a stressful time. Yeah. Rufus and Lisa, I have a parakeet. She's named Bo Lily. She loves Peppa Pig. Bo Lily May. Oh, your dad's got a parakeet, isn't he?
Yeah.
Parrot. Oh. Yeah. Are they different?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He's called Basil.
Delete that comment. There's nothing.
He's a Echollectus.
He's a what?
He's a male Echollectus.
What's an Echollectus? A type of parrot.
What Basil is, yeah. The female is like red and purple and dark purple, and the male is just like bright green.
Can we get a female? Oh no, they're very loud. No, we can't. They're very, very loud. Good afternoon, Ed. How are we all doing this afternoon? We're doing all right, Ed. Yes, it is, Ed. Hearing us loud and clear. Yep, okay, fantastic. You haven't been in a while. Making sure you remember folks don't know as well. Yay, Kimberly. Hope you're doing okay, my darling Kimberly, as well. Thank you for telling you about the kombucha. It's lovely. Are you having some? It's good, isn't it? It's good. I really like it. It's become part of my hydration. I think it's really cool. Oh,
that's a female.
Right, click on that picture then. Click on that picture.
That's a female.
Oh, look. Show everyone on the TV.
Do you want me just to save you the picture?
Yeah, do that and then I'll put it up. Irene Bard's here, but she's deleted her messages. That's fine. Good afternoon, Irene. Ed, you did a 2.9 mile walk with Annie Pup this morning. You went to the Cow and Calf Rocks. Oh, I love the Cow and Calf Rocks. Lovely, but the cafe was a bit busy for you. Yeah, it can be very busy. Neil went for a walk by the river yesterday and stopped in Costa. Obviously thought about me. Yep, thank you very much. It's rainy and stormy there. Think you'll have to get your walking pad out. Right now you're snacking on mango. That's a good thing to snack on. Rufus, when you cook your potatoes in the microwave, how do you do them, says Audrey?
I just pop them, put a knife in them just to stop them exploding. Put them on a plate in the microwave. It's a 900 watt microwave. We pop them in normally for about at least 5 or 6 minutes and then check them. Something like
Depends what you're doing them for.
If we're just doing microwave potatoes,
then they need about 8 minutes in total.
I said then sometimes we'll take them out of there. If we've got more time, we'll take them out like when they get to 6 minutes or so, and then put them in the air fryer and just crisp them up with a little bit of fry light on them and just put them in and crisp them up a bit. Nice.
Yeah, that's nice. If you're doing chips, you microwave the chips now as well, don't you?
Yeah. I microwave them, do chunky chips, put them on a plate, microwave them for a few minutes, then take them out. And then I put them in a bowl, put some fry light, a little bit of seasoning, just toss them around in the bowl and then put them on a baking sheet in the air fryer. And then just cook them for like 15 minutes in the air fryer so they go all nice and crispy. Share it to you.
Yeah.
That should come up now.
Okay, I'll have a look at that in a second. Anne-Marie, you lost 3.5 yesterday and got your Club 10. Well done to you, my darling. If you're here on Wednesday, let us know on Wednesday properly and we'll do you the clap and everything. We're going to try and make sure between now and then I get everything working. Kimberly does her whole potatoes in the Instant Pot too, about 4 at a time to use throughout the week. That's really good. You keep watching magnet fishing, but would love to do it. I would also like to get into mudlarking. Instant Pot is a crock pot.
Oh.
Like a...
Oh, yeah, you can put them in slow cooker. Yeah.
No, not slow cooker. What's it called? The other one? Pressure cooker. That's the one.
How long does that take then?
I don't know. How long does that take, Kimberly? In a microwave, you poke with a fork, wrap in a wet paper towel, and go about 8 minutes. Wet paper towel? Oh, that's an interesting one. People do that, don't they?
Yeah.
Neil, there are different UK laws about it, as people have dredged up old World War II things. That's exactly what I would do. You know me. That's exactly what I would do. I would go, oh, look, I found this. Oh, look, Rufus, bring home this thing. Look, it's an apple. And he'll go, that's not an apple, Lisa. That's not a metal apple. That's a hand grenade. Where's the pin? I go, look, I found a metal apple. The stalks come off though. Why is my apple ticking, Rufus? What's going on? Ah! It'll be that. Yeah, it'll be that. When can you seek asylum? What, over here? Anytime you want. Have you watched the Detectorists? I think it's with Toby Jones and Mackenzie Cook. Is it? If it's on the telly, my darling, then chances I haven't seen it. Hope you're okay. My grandson got me a yellow New York taxi and put a week... What? Hang on, Irene.
Oh, is
yellow
that Lego?
New York taxi. I got one of those as well. I built it recently.
What did we saw someone, was it they'd made a sports car type
No,
taxi.
Lego had made their
sports,
new version of that yellow taxi is a sports car.
And you like it, and then somebody on YouTube turned it into, made it look like a proper taxi,
like almost like
a
people mover type thing.
Yeah,
didn't it? Like
really,
not a
good.
Galaxy, but something.
But
like that.
changed it and made it look much better.
Oh, pardon me.
Yeah, it looks really good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. You put on a wee bit this week, but it will sort itself out as you've been struggling, but still in target. You listened to Jane, made a lot of sense. Yeah, Jane always makes sense. I sent her a message yesterday and went, do you know what? You're very wise. Very wise, Jane.
We can't go a week without watching a Jane.
I know, right? Do you know I'm missing Byron, but I know Byron's going through some stuff at the moment. And I'm missing Shell as well.
Yeah.
I'm
I know we
them.
keep watching and looking out for you all, but...
And Kimberly.
Yeah.
Missing your updates and...
Life happens sometimes.
Yeah,
people,
Slimming World Vegan.
Things happen, doesn't it? And you don't get time to do a video.
We are loving at the moment Edit Me, Tracy from Edit Me. I love her so much. She is so funny. She's so genuine. She's so... money's tight, so I'm not buying that. I'm going to buy this instead. I'm going to do that. I'm walking to work and I like her energy. We watch a lot of, what is it, £100 and counting? Yeah, she's a relatively new YouTuber, YouTuber.
So I say you do, you know, if people make it past the first few months and get past that bit, because, you know, sometimes people do they lose a certain amount over a few months and then, you know, they either, some of the old habits come back in a little bit and then things change and then they don't think it works very well and they don't realise what's happening. And I think partly that's why we've gone back to writing down what we eat every day, because I think that does help us focus on what we're doing and what we actually... You can do things nearly on autopilot, but by me writing everything down what we're eating...
We've done that this week, haven't we? Yeah.
And I think it's just made you a little bit more aware. Sometimes you might go pick something up and go, oh, and then forget you had it. It could be a few seafood sticks out fridge or something on and not realise. But now, before I eat anything, I'm writing it on my thing and I'm like, do I need that?
Yeah, I think I write things down and then I'm like, I've got a big space there. I'm happy with a big space there. And then a bit later on, I go, oh, I really want my soy yogurt though. And I go, oh, well, it's within my allowance. It's within this. Do I need it?
Yeah.
Am I just wanting it? And that's still something I'm working on at the moment. Because that is something that this week I've given in to every single one of those where I'm like, oh, I want my soy yogurt. I know it's a want. I don't know if it's a need, but it is on plan.
Yeah,
and it's within my SWIPs. And 9 times out of 10, if I don't have my soy yogurt, I'm within 0 to 5 SWIPs. So I'm like, oh.
But I said, this is if you are.
It's just making me think.
All I can say is, if you are somebody that doesn't have the best relationship with food, that sometimes for those people, Slimming World can make you feel like, but you can have all these things because it's all on plan. But you know, obviously, then there's that other part of saying eat until you're satiated. So eat, you know, don't just overindulge on everything. But if you have always done, you know, if you've always done that
Indulged.
and over had a little bit too much, often,
you know the word
and got to where we are now.
You know the word we're trying to say,
yeah.
Fringing,
But
without
yeah,
saying that word.
If you've always done that, it's difficult to get away from it. But I think if every time I thought, oh, well, I can have it, it's on plan, I can have up to 15 swips, it's on plan, I can have, then, you know, those people might struggle to kind of, you know, to get the weight down. But
can do.
It is like work in progress. You've got to like change little bits as you go along and make it so it does work. But long term, if you kept doing that, you know, you might not get the best losses. And obviously every time your weight drops, it does mean your calorie intake needs to be a bit less for your body to still carry on dropping the weight.
Every few stone, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to make those little adjustments. So it might mean using a slightly smaller plate. Doesn't mean you've got to count everything. Just maybe, you know, downsize your plate a little bit. And
well, Jane was talking, wasn't she, in a video about now she has 2 meals a day instead of 3.
Yeah.
And she doesn't feel that she misses out. Yeah. She still uses her swips as part of her food to enjoy her food. Yeah, and for me, this is it with my yogurt. Yeah. It's like, I enjoy it. If I don't have my yogurt with my options in, will I feel like I'm on a diet? And it's like, yes. So even though I don't need it, and even though it's a habit, it is part of my routine, it is part of me being on plan. And as much as I could say, oh, I'll only have half a tub of my yogurt and 2 swips worth of options, at the end of the day, having that whole tub and those 4 spoons, which works out to be 2 swips, I count it as 4 swips of Cadbury of options or low calorie hot chocolate, having that keeps me on plan, because it means that at night time when I go to bed, my window of eating is closed. I go to bed and that's that. I feel satiated. I feel like I've had something sweet at the end of the day, so a little bit of like my a bit like a naughty pudding almost. It keeps me on plan. It means I don't crave chocolate. It means I don't crave anything else. And that's what I've realized this week, is that I was expecting this week genuinely to say, oh, I don't need it, I'm not going to have it, I just want it. And the answer is, yeah, I just want it. But also, it's on plan. And the one day that I didn't have it, I was like, I really miss my yogurt. I really want my yogurt. I'm really missing it. And that wasn't because I didn't feel full. I was full. I just, for the last 18 months or whatever it is, 15 months. Yeah, but it's also a habit that's kept me to the point of hopefully this week getting my 7 stone award again. And it's like, well, that's what the swips are used for. That's what the idea of having free food is there for. If you feel that you want it and need it, then that's me working the plan. And as Jane says, it works if you work it, it won't if you don't. And that's me working my plan. And that is something this week I'm actually beginning to forgive myself for having soy yogurt, which is really, really good, because before I was like, oh, I'm just eating it because it's part of my bad habits. And it's actually, no, do you know what, Lisa? I don't think it is a bad habit. I think it's something you enjoy, that keeps you on plan, that stops you snacking at night, that is literally, not only is it within your SWIP allowance, but normally those options, spoons of options, that takes me within the 5 to 10 range. Therefore, enjoy it, have it and enjoy it, and don't feel like that's part of your overeating history. It isn't. That is part of you working the plan.
But yeah, like I say, some people, they do really well for, you know, the first bit, because they really like follow it, everything, you know, exactly as it says in the book. And then sometimes then things, you know, things loosen up a little bit, and you kind of like, you know, allow other little bits to come back in. And I think that's partly, you know, for the people that do writing down what you're eating every day, I think it really does help you focus a bit more on what you are eating. But yeah.
Sorry, it's a bit loud, slurps.
But yeah, I do think that helps us definitely this week. And do you know what, this week, I haven't had any snacks at the minute. Apart from my hummus and chickpea, I've not had my crackers.
Wow.
I've not had any crisps. I've not.
I have noticed.
I went to the kitchen once, and I had one of those little fun-size apples on top of what I normally have, and I even got, I woke up in the night last night, and I went, oh, I could just go to the kitchen, and I just went to the toilet and then went back to bed, and that was it. I didn't have anything.
That's really good. That's really good. So yeah, things do change.
Yeah.
I do like this idea of I don't know how long I'm going to keep up my food diary for, because it is a bit of a pain in the bum. But
and we're not doing it as exactly as they do at group. We're just writing down what we're eating. Like yesterday,
I cheated yesterday. Yeah, because we had the pizza.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the video will be going live on Tuesday. All I'm going to say is, oh my God. Because we had the pizza, I just wrote down Slimming World pizza and salad. Because I was like, if I need to know what's in it, it's on the video.
I wrote down what was on it. But
I know you did. I know you did. But I was like, I don't need to. I know what was in it.
Tomato, cheese, tomato, paste,
Barbecue sauce. Henderson's relish.
Yes.
I didn't realise.
Oh no, I didn't write that down. Oh.
Do you know Henderson's relish and Worcester sauce? They're pretty much the exact same, except Worcester sauce is Worcestershire, whatever the funny thing was. Worcestershire sauce is not vegetarian vegan, but Henderson's relish is. So there's something in Worcestershire sauce that is a meat derivative, and then Henderson's relish is pretty much the same thing. I didn't know that. So we've got bottles of each in the cupboard, and you use what? A teaspoon at a time. I thought it was some special thing, and it was like, oh, they taste different, and you can use them, but actually this gives you that flavour, and this gives you that flavour. It's a bit like we've got a whole jar of Dijon mustard just for a spoon.
I know, right?
I was like,
don't worry, you can smear it on everything. It's free food.
Oh, no, I'm going to put it on my apples.
Yes.
Anyway, Audrey says, look, it's been on screen for like the last 10 minutes. I want to pre-boil the potatoes before I put them in the oven to roast. Thought I would try doing them in the microwave first instead of a saucepan to save time. That'll work. We do that.
Yeah.
You just roughly chop. I like it if I'm doing potatoes that have gone ever so slightly green, because then I peel them with a knife. They are then perfect. If you peel your potatoes with a knife, so you've got all the rough edges, because that's where you get the burnt, crusty bits, and you bung them in the microwave a few minutes, and then put those in a pan in your air fryer, or I guess in the oven, but in your air fryer, spray fry light on them, a little bit, if you want a little bit of garlic or onion powder, or a little bit of, I quite like smoked paprika on everything, or even a little bit of chip spice.
If we're doing baked potatoes, we don't take the skin off.
No, baked potatoes we don't, but for roasties, bung them in the microwave 4 or 5 minutes, just so that the inside is really, really soft. Depends how big your potatoes are. Look at them after 3. If the inside is nice and soft, like you boiled them, then bung them in the air fryer. 15 minutes. Roast potatoes done in less than 20 minutes.
You cook the inside in the microwave and the outside in the air fryer.
Yeah. Bit of fry light on all the crispy bits.
Saves time.
Get your crispy bits done. But yeah, those old habits really chase us down. They do. Try to stay one step ahead. The thing is, my old food habits are like that famous racer person who did that pointy thing, Mo. That guy, you know, I'm very good with my sports, aren't I? Yeah. You know the famous racy guy.
No.
He did that pointing up at the WrestleMania sign. Yay! It wasn't WrestleMania. No. What's he called? Mo Farah. There you go, brain. Got there eventually. Who did that race thing that time and got that certificate, award, medal. I don't know what he got. He got something, didn't he? Yeah. It was a very famous thing. He did a race. He ran somewhere, ran for the bus, and he caught the bus. And he had all the headlines. Did he get a world record or a gold medal or a certificate of achievement? I don't know what it was. I don't remember. I don't do... A, I've got a crap memory. B, we don't do sports. But I remember the guy doing the pointing.
Yes,
that guy,
him.
yes.
That bloke.
That is how my Bad habits run. That's how they chase me. Like Mo Farah.
You just point at something and it's gone.
Running the racy thing. Doing that race. Yeah, that one. That person doing that.
Yeah.
There you go. That sports analogy. It's like, here we go. Forget I said all of that. Here we go. Look, I'm going to edit. Do you know what? In the replay, I'm going to edit this bit out, and then no one's going to see this, and I'll do this, and I'll go, oh, look, Kimberly says, the old habits, they chase us down. Try to stay one step ahead. Yeah. My old habits are like Michael Schumacher in an F1 car. Straight after us. Good, that, isn't it? Yeah, good analogy.
But they do. I say it is just keeping an eye on what you're doing, because like I say, you get used to it. Yeah, I know. What I mean is you get used to the way you are and the way you think about things, and especially what you like around certain types of food. So you have to, be aware of what you're doing and not try to be on autopilot too much.
Sorry, I'm just going to talk about Irene says, I cannot go without tea, toast and marmalade. I swip it. Absolutely. If you enjoy that, my darling. I like marmalade, but it's one of those things I can take or leave. Like I probably haven't had it in about 10 years, but if I was out somewhere, like if we went somewhere on holiday and it was one of those...
They had a Marmite, little pots of Marmite and the little...
Not Marmite. Marmalade.
Something.
Yeah, like toast and marmalade for your continental English breakfast or whatever it is.
They do everything. The little jam parts.
I know. I would have I would swip a little thing of marmalade just because. I've not had that in ages. No,
look.
It wasn't. It wasn't Mo Farah. It was Usain Bolt. Mo Farah did the Mobot with his hands above his head in the shape of an M. Yes, I'm very good at the sport.
You are very good at it, aren't you?
I should have just said Michael Schumacher and his Ferrari, because I'm okay with that. It's a sports reference from sport that I used to watch back in the day.
Yes.
That's so bad. It wasn't even Mo Farah, it was Usain Bolt.
I
knew one of the racing people did a thing where they pointed.
You used to watch them.
What?
The racing.
Sometimes on the Olympics and things. I liked the Winter Olympics. I'm sad that I missed all the curling and stuff because we don't watch normal telly. You don't see it on the... You know when the BBC does, this is the Olympics. We're moving everything for the Olympics. Hello, it's 7:30 on a Tuesday. You're expecting EastEnders. Here is some people doing a sport. And you go, oh, where's EastEnders then? EastEnders can now be watched at 2:30 a.m. on BBC 5. Yeah. What? What's that? It's not even a thing. So without all of that, I don't even know when the Olympics are on, do we? Because we don't really do it. I used to love the curling. When I was a kid, it was ice figure dancing, Torval and Dean, all of that malarkey. Loved that. Got to stay up late when I got the 60606060s. That time, very famous. Stayed up late to watch that. My mum let me. We both watched them because we both like figure skating. I know, it's almost like the signs were there as a child. Really, really good. Like figure skating still, like the curling. Eddie Eagle Edwards doing his sticking my chin out to get 2 inches further. All of that, love all of that. All of the Winter Olympics.
When we were younger.
Yeah, love it. I don't even like even the regular Olympics. I enjoy. But I'm not one of those, I couldn't tell you when any of it is on. And obviously I can't tell you who one racer is compared to the next racer. Got no idea. And who's what was their name? Something Radcliffe. Who, not Daniel, because that's Harry Potter. Yeah. The one who pooed herself doing the marathon in London. See, this is what I remember from people. I remember, even though I don't. Oh, of course, it was Usain Bolt, because that was his. Was it a thing that he did, or was it like a lightning bolt? I can't remember, but it was a bolt. Of course, it was. And yes, Mo did the M robot thing where it was like YMCA or something. I don't remember. Good job I'm not on any quiz shows, isn't it? I used to be good at this. Anyway, right. You buy Henderson's Relish now for that reason. You also use veggie gelatin. Yep. You were wondering about that Henderson's Relish. Yes.
They're on your WhatsApp thing.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. I'll have a look. You were wondering about that as well, Henderson's Relish, because you see it a lot in the Pinch and Non cookbooks. Yeah, that's why. Because Henderson Relish is vegan, I believe.
Vegan, yeah.
And the other one isn't. So are you saying that Henderson's Relish tastes the same as Worcestershire sauce? It tastes very similar. They're very Fairly interchangeable, yeah.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
Yeah.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
What did you send me? Oh yeah, on WhatsApp, the lovely Duda. Right then. Where is the WhatsApp down here? There it is. But go to the hubby. Oh, look at the lovely parrots. Right then, and it is on this one. Is it under? Hang on. Window capture. Yay! Yeah. If I get that off. So what are these? These are
eucalyptus parrots.
Eccles cake parrots.
Yes, eucalyptus, yeah.
Eucalyptus parrots.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, hang on, let me get the full. Come on, stupid Lisa. Do that one. Just resize it properly. There we go. Oh, look at the lovely parrot cockatiel budgies.
The Basil is green, so he's a male.
Yeah.
And females are red and blue.
But there was you said it was purple. The female.
Yeah, they are. They all vary in colour slightly. Look at that one. She's like, like purple. Like the other one was a bit more blue, but they are. Yeah.
Pretty, pretty, pretties. Oh, so how long do you put that in the microwave before roasting them?
Yeah. He bloody run after you. He picks his legs up, gets on the floor, picks his legs up, and runs after you.
That does look like Basil quite a lot, doesn't it? That one there.
But yeah, you can see he's blue and red. When he holds his wings out, he's blue and red under the wings.
So there, Echoloctopus. Eccles octopus. Eccles cake with an octopus.
And I actually got him when I think I'm 20. So he's 31 years old now.
He's 74 years old now.
In captivity, supposedly they live to about 35. Some people do say they can live a bit longer. But yeah, like I say, you get your African greys live to about 50 years. So he's, I'd say he's an old man now.
Oh. Emma says, I think that means, Worcestershire sauce has anchovies in it. Does it?
Maybe
that's why it's not vegan or veggie. The potatoes will be done in the oven. Having roast chicken today. Don't say that to Basil.
I said we've not done the potatoes in the microwave wrapped in wet tissue.
No, we'll have to try that for spuds.
I think I have seen people. I've heard of people doing that before, but I've never tried it.
Code Dope says, good morning, Rufus and Lisa. It's 70 degrees hot here today, and I've switched on the air conditioner. Oh my gosh. Joe, it's freezing here now again, isn't it? We had a couple of nice days, and then yesterday was freezing. It goes,
here, have some lovely weather. No, we're taking it back.
Yeah, that's what happens. You were about to say that, Audrey Joe Lam. Yeah. Thank you, my darling. Mo Farah was a marathon runner. Usain Bolt was a sprinter. Paula Radcliffe shared a wee at the side of the road. Oh. Who was it that pooed themselves? Someone pooed themselves because you saw it running down their leg. And I know this is real because it happened before AI. These days I don't trust anything. I've got to get it independently checked by like 15 people.
What, see if it was real poo or not?
Oh my God, Karen, your dad did curling in Canada. Was he in the Olympics? That's really good. You're going looking for your shorts. Oh my God. All the figure skating, that's all you watch. Is filet mignon on plan for Slimming World since it has no fat? It will be, won't it?
Possibly.
Filet mignon. Yeah, yes, I think it is. The Winter Paralympics started on Thursday. Oh, I love the Paralympics as well. We'll have to have a look. Have we missed the actual Olympics? I saw someone talking about curling. Was that the Olympics?
Oh no, we're not in the real world or something.
We're not. We don't read newspapers because they're all biased.
Rubbish. All about war.
Yeah.
That's about it. War.
And they're all
Trump.
Scaremongering evil.
Trump and the war.
It's been hot, but they say we will be cold again by Friday. Been having low 80s, almost like summer, making me want to get my pool ready. Oh, that's cool. Paula Radcliffe pooped but carried on regardless. That's the one. She was a trooper. Yeah. A trooper. She pooped.
But you have to get your hot tub ready.
Yeah, for when we come over.
I know, right?
We would as well. We would. I would absolutely come over to the stage. Now I'm so much thinner, and I probably don't need. I've always been scared, of flying. Partly because I don't want to crash and die, because that's quite a big thing.
But yeah, it is. It's.
But sitting in one airplane
new territory when you haven't been a certain weight for so long. It is like, oh, we can do new things.
I know this skirt.
Things like if you are a little bit bigger, the seats in planes are only a certain size, and it's like then as well you've got your you've got to buckle yourself in, and they're not very very long either, so it's kind of like you either feel like you're stuck in a seat and you're like squished with other people. The seats are not very wide anyway.
No,
on planes,
I'm quite lucky because my height is in my torso, not in my legs. I've only got little legs. I'm literally like a Lego figure.
But yeah, it's just...
And I'm 6 foot 1.9 according to the digital scales that we get on. But I've got the same inside leg as you, and
29.
Mine's about 30, yeah. So 29, 30 is comfortable. But so in a train seat with the the next seat right in front of you and all of that malarkey, I can normally sit quite comfortably. But so I'm not worried about the leg room on a plane.
No.
But I was always worried about this idea of being squished, like when you've got to sit there for 8 hours like this because you don't want to like roll onto the person next to you. Like I got on a bus. I can't remember where you were. Was it when you were down with your parents?
Possibly.
And I went into town or something. Oh, it's when I went to see Ed, when we went to the Royal Armouries. I had to get on the bus and I sat in a seat and sat straight on, and someone was sat there and I got on this seat, and I didn't have to purposely put my bum cheek into the aisle to make sure that I wasn't like, because normally when I was at my biggest, right, so you're sat, just sit square onto me a second. Right, so this is the seat, right? I'd sit like this. If I sat in the seat properly, as you're supposed to, like 2 seats, then I would be like this, going, oh, I'm really sorry. Oh, I'm really sorry. But so I would sit purposely with like one bum cheek hanging off, and only like, so that's the side of the seat. One bum cheek would be here.
That was a bit of a workout then, just balancing on one bum cheek.
Well, no, because you'd put your leg straight. So my left leg or my right leg, whichever leg was in the aisle, would be fully bent and fully like supporting. So that would hold my weight, and then all of my weight I would shift to the inside bum cheek, so that basically I'm sitting, if it was like this, I'm sitting all of my weight on my right bum cheek and on my right leg, using my left leg as support, but with my knee and most of that leg literally in the aisle so that I'm not crushing the person next to me. I always did that. It's how I had to sit, because I was so aware of having that fat person spread. So aware of that. But when I got on the bus with Ed, I was actually very aware that I was sat in my normal seat and the person, if anything, was a bit squished into my space. Not Facebook, but my space.
Yeah.
I know, right? And that doesn't happen very often. We've got on a bus, haven't we, before, and we've sat on the same double seat thing, and we've gone, well, we couldn't do that before. Couldn't do that before, could we? If we know we're going into town to get some shopping, if we're going to the market, sometimes we'll drive, or sometimes we'll just go, should we just get on the bus and have a walk around? Oh yeah, come on then. Because the bus stop's right outside our house, isn't it? So we literally cross the road, get on the bus. On the way back, the bus literally stops at our front gate. So it's like, okay. Sometimes it's easier than trying to find parking, especially on a busy day. Anyway, let's have a look. You're off to Florida soon, Co-Deb. That sounds good. Your late boss was a great curler. He even had a curling square built behind the distillery office. We used to get time off to have a game. 2 things, Audrey. The distillery office with lots of alcohol, and curling where you get time off to have a game. That sounds like an amazing job. Sorry, boss. Sorry, no work's been done today. We've decided we are going to have a curling tournament outside and try the latest batch of... What do you do? What's a distillery? That would be whiskey, wouldn't it? Or rum. Or vodka? Is that a distillery? Yeah. We're going to try the latest sample out of the Oak Barrel number 17.
Some tasty whiskey.
Do you like whiskey?
No.
Your dad likes whiskey, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
Does he know, like... this is an oak smoked single malt and all of that malarkey, or does he just go up?
Bit of both, probably.
Yeah, a bit of probably. Kimberly down south. You got your hot tub ready last week. You were in it yesterday. Oh, probably get in it tonight again. Oh my gosh, that sounds like amazing. Sit at the back of the plane, you'll be all right. It won't reverse into a mountain. That's very true. The only thing with that, Luke, is if you sat at the very back of the plane and you crash, you watch everyone else hit the mountain first. So you've got those few seconds of...
Oh.
Yeah. I've seen too many horror films, haven't I? Final Destination, all of those ones, all of that. You sit right at the back of the plane, and what happens if the plane splits in half? Because I've seen that happen in horror films, obviously very much real life.
Mm.
Yes, even in the Twilight Zone episode back in the day with William Shatner in it, where there was a gremlin on the wing, making the engines fail. That was a scary episode.
I don't know what your chances are. People talk about, oh, you go if you fly in a plane, or you got this chance of, you know, your plane crashing. And then, like, people don't go, oh, you haven't got this, you know, this chance of surviving a plane trip. You know, how many of them get hijacked by people?
Not many.
No, but you don't.
My dad always used to say, my dad was in the Navy, and my dad always used to say he never trusted planes. No. He was scared, ridiculously scared of doing things on helicopters, and he was in the RFA, Royal Fleet Auxiliary.
Yeah, we go on boats.
He was on the boats,
yeah.
Ships. Because you can put you can put a boat on a ship. You cannot put a ship on a boat. That's how you tell the difference. But he would go on helicopter missions. Like he was in the Argentine War, the first the Falklands. That was the Argentine, and the first Iraq War.
Yeah.
And they were RFA are the ones that supply everything from bombs to toilet roll, fuel, food. They're the ones that do all the back-to-back trips for the
food and supplies and
for the fancy guys, as my dad would call them, the Royal Navy.
Yeah.
So the supply ships are the ones that get attacked a lot, because if you can stop the supply run, then you've effectively, that ship can't just sit there with no food. It's got to go back. So even though that ship's doing all the shooting, if you take out this little ship here that's doing all the backwards and forwards with the food, then and the fuel and the bombs, then that stops that. You know, that one can't keep shooting if it's got no bombs, because you know what I mean. Anyway, so my dad always said that if he's in a plane or a helicopter, because he did many helicopter stuff as well, that if you're in the air and something goes wrong, you've got one option: you fall and crash. If you're in a boat and something goes wrong, you've got the option of floating away. And that's where he was like, don't do airplanes, don't do helicopters. And yeah, every year they would do a thing for children in need or Red Nose or whatever it was back in the days, a big fundraiser. And one year we probably the siblings got them now, but there were photos of him being dangled from a helicopter and dipped into the water various times, because it was a fun thing that they did.
Oh.
And there was another thing where he did ship to ship transfers on a wire thing, like a, what's it called, like a zip wire.
Zip wire, yeah.
He did that. It was only when he retired from the RFA, Royal Fleet Auxiliary, the Merchant Navy supply people, that he actually admitted to them that he can't swim. So they were dipping him in water and zipping him ship to ship to raise money and doing all these things.
Because it was fun.
And at one point he was like the safety person on board. He was like a chief safety officer or something, in charge of keeping everyone safe, even though he couldn't swim. I know, right? My dad was a character.
He was being dangled. He's fine.
I know. That's what he says. He says, he was like,
and pull me back up again.
I know he had all sorts, and there's all sorts of stories that he wasn't allowed to tell us about Falklands and Iraq and stuff. But at one point he had a great big girder, taller than me, fall down and crack him on the head. Nearly off him. Cracked all his skull open. He had a big massive scar and a decent enough payout, but yeah, not good. Anyway,
Mum's dad, so my granddad,
your
on
granddad,
that side, he was in the Navy.
Was he? What Navy? Royal Navy?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
And then when he retired from that, he then went and worked for Ford's motor car company.
Oh yeah.
So he was doing all of that. I don't know which part he was doing it with the company, but yeah, he would get like
He was doing those floating cars.
He would get, I think, was it like 50% off nearly? Like if you worked for them for so many years, you could get more percentage off of a brand new car than other people. And I think the longer you worked with them, and yeah, even it would pass on to family members as well. So even when my granddad eventually passed away, you could hand that pass down to another close family member, and they could still get money off a brand new car.
Can you still get it now?
I'm not sure if you can now, but
hello Ford, my great grandfather once worked for you in a factory for 3 days. Can I please get 206% off a new Ford Galaxy?
I know, right? But yeah, they used to, like, if my mum or dad whenever bought a brand new car, and I don't know whether it was still included, if it was like a nearly new one but bought through them, I'm not sure, but yeah, you used to get like a good percentage off of it.
Luke John says, oranges in Florida taste nothing like Sunny D. I know, right? Nothing tastes anything like Sunny D these days. You're not allowed the thingies. You flew to Manchester on Aer Lingus. Watch how you say that.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Changing planes in Dublin. All of your flights were terrific. Get the front row, extra leg room. Also, I quite like the idea of being in the front row, because then if you do crash, you're gone before you know it.
That's true.
Here's a mountain. Oh, we hit the... Like, the only people that are going to know you crash before you do are the people in first class and the pilot. If you're sat in the back in the cattle section where I would sit, you go, oh, well, we're dead now. Sorted. On a plane, you always sit on the aisle. Then you can get up and down. Always. When every other week when I'm on a plane, I get up and down all the time on the aisle. Other people live very different lives to us.
And if you're in first class, you know, then you've got like a whole section to yourself. Like a whole...
I know, we saw that one, didn't we?
People coming along, bringing you drinks and bringing you everything.
Audrey, yes it is! I've just seen that. Yes it is! It's called the bosun's chair. A ship-to-ship transfer. Yes, it is. That is exactly what it was. Wow. The Winter Olympics have been and gone. Great Britain finished 18th. Is that good? Best result they've had in the winters. Oh, it is. Oh, that's good then. Yay. You get the window seat just to be a nuisance. You also get a bit of extra bum room with the curvature of the cabin. That's interesting. Lisa says, afternoon all. Lisa Temlet, good evening, good afternoon, my love. I always say, never mind being beach ready. I need to be aeroplane ready. At 5'10", and most of that being in my legs and extra width in the backside. Those seats are not comfortable, I can imagine. Single malt whiskey, Glenfarclas. Glenfarclas. That must be a whiskey brand that
I used to get in whiskey every year, and I kept thinking, you know, if I bought in whiskey and then if someone else bought in whiskey, another family member, it's kind of like when he probably had lots of it. So this year just gone, I got him some zip-up boots, leather boots, and that because he kept going out in trainers in the wet weather. And I said to him, if you carry on wearing your trainers in the wet weather, you're going to get soggy feet and then you get sore feet. I said, well, that's no good. But then I bought them for him and he started wearing them. So
I know.
Those instead.
Holland's here. Hello, Holland. We miss you. I am going to go back to doing tarot at some point, hopefully once the eye is sorted. You'd almost forgotten the sound of our dulcet tones. I'm supposed to be working on my course, but here I am procrastinating instead. Well, that's fine.
That's all right for a little
while. As a fellow procrastinator,
having a break is
have
good
a break.
For everyone.
Get back to it in a minute.
Yeah.
Back of the plane is worse for you. Too bouncy and aggravates your claustrophobia. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Just sit on the black box, which is orange, unless you're EasyJet and it's red.
As well, isn't it? So if you want to get a toilet,
I don't know. I've never been on one. Don't know where the toilets are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you asking me for? Yeah, look, me and Neil.
We'll have to go on a plane then, won't we?
The nearest thing I got to being on a plane is when we went to that round the world buffet thing, and they had a fake plane fuselage sat there, and we've got a photo of me, you, Joan and Gillian sat next to each other as if we were on a plane using the restaurant chairs. That was the nearest thing I've ever been to on a plane. I don't trust them. Like Neil, look, Neil, I've never been on a plane. Don't trust them. No. Big bit of metal tube in the sky. How does that work? That's proper witchcraft, that is, I'm telling you. I know. And I don't trust those witches. Do you know what? I don't trust those witches. I know, right? As a confirmed one, don't trust them. Never trust the witches. I know, right? Never cross a witch either.
Are we having pizza again today? Okay.
We're having, well, you can have pizza if you want. Or kebab, what do you
It was
fancy?
nice.
Pizza or kebab? That's a conversation you didn't think you'd be having today, did it? Hearing today. Pizza or kebab, what do you fancy?
But we've got, in the freezer, we've got the kebab meat that Leanne Fatlass did on one of her videos. She did a food review of one of the vegan choices of kebab meat, which only worked out to, like, I don't know, like a couple of swips it would be each or something for a big bag of kebab meat. So we could have a proper, like, kebab, lots of salad, because we've got salad in the fridge, and some more chips or something. Well, we had baked potato yesterday, but we could.
Thank you, baked potato.
But yeah, we've got things in the freezer to use up, so we've got lots of things in the freezer.
Yeah. So but then make what? Make the pizza up tonight and put it in the fridge like we were planning for tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, do that then.
Lovely.
Audrey says your very first non-scale victory in 2018 was not having to ask for a belt extension on a flight to London. That's cool. You always ask the check-in person if it's a full plane. If not, you ask the steward if you can sit in the spare row. Oh, okay. You don't do helicopters, but jet planes are fine with you. I used to watch Aircraft Investigation before flying just to live on the edge. No. No. I don't want to live on the edge either. No, thank you. No, thank you. You're icing your heel. Your plantar fasciitis. That's your curved foot thing. That's what we got you those insoles for. Tried to return. You got a shot yesterday. Ouch. Rabina, hello, my darling. Long time no see. Hi, Charlotte
But I don't get as
Shy Violet
I
Deborah.
don't get as
Charlotte
much dry skin on my feet because I'm not as heavy, which is like, you don't think that would be a thing, but I think it is. Like, say, the more pressure you put in on your feet, the bottom of your feet, the more dry skin you get.
Can I just say, just once again, to point out how people live very different lives to us. Are you ready? Kimberly, but I'll get on a jet. My ex-husband had a small plane and I only went up with him once. Okay then. Very different life to us, Kimberly. Just a small plane that your ex-husband had. Just a little one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just a small one.
Too scary. Yep. Everyone should have to swim in pajamas certificate before flying. Who is the people helping others when the plane goes down? It ain't no Titanic. I know, right? You were in the army in the 80s. Oh my gosh. So you would have been, I think it was, Falklands and was the first Iraq, was that 89? I want to say it was, or early 90s. I can't remember. I think it might have been 90s. You're actually taking the train to Florida, the auto train.
If it's early 80s, I would have only been like 10 or something.
Your granddad was in the Merchant Navy and sailing the Arctic convoys. Wow. I know, Merchant Navy is such a... It covers everything from the ferries, where my granddad ended up working after being in other bits of the Navy for a long time. He ended up working there, and then he went on to be a butcher randomly, and he was chief confectioner on the QE2 and the Queen Mary, my granddad. I was studying part-time Navy history online with Portsmouth University, taking time out due to breast cancer. I hopefully resume studies this autumn. Hope you're doing well, Rabina. I really, really, really do. Bless your heart. Now, Kimberly, this. We need to get the context on this comment, Kimberly.
Yeah.
Because I know you Southern American lot. Bless your heart can either mean, I hope everything's going okay. I hope everything's wonderful.
I hope things go well for you.
You're going through a lot of stress and you're going through a lot right now, and I hope everything becomes better soon. Or it can mean, aren't you a daft cow? Bless your heart.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
I love that for you.
Yeah, I love that.
Love that for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't possibly, but I love that for you. Yeah, that's one of those comments, isn't it? You get very cheap flights from the UK to Europe. You'd be flying every weekend. No, we don't. They're not very cheap anymore. They used to be. If you wanted to fly on a plane made out of tin cans, where you had the leg room of somebody with no legs, then absolutely you could get a what they called EasyJet and Ryanair and all of those ones, where if you want to fly wearing clothes, they charge you extra. If you want to fly wearing shoes, they charge you extra. If you want to carry a handbag, they charge you extra. If you want to drink, they charge you £5 for a half a can of pop. All of that, yeah. If you want one of those ones. You once got upgraded to first class. Oh my God, it spoiled us for flying again. I know. I can imagine. You used to get the Siesta bus to Spain as a teenager. 24 hours and 6 stops. Until you flew to the Alps once and never looked back. Wow. Toilets are at the front and back, says Code Deb. I know all of these experienced flyers. Slowly and surely goes your MA. Don't know how I'm going to keep up this amount of work for 3 years. Good Lord. It's called aerodynamics. You studied it as an extracurricular age 14. That's cool. You don't understand how they keep up in the air. So I blame it on the power of will. Put me on a plane and my skepticism would make it crash. Yes, Neil, 100%. I wonder how this works. But how? How does it? But how? The air going over is faster than the air going on, so it causes an air brake which pushes this up, which gives you an uplift. But how?
A bit like a bird.
No, because the birds use airlifts. They use warm air currents, which is why when we were seeing that, what was it we were seeing? The kestrel, was it, the other day?
Was it?
The kite.
Red kite, yeah.
So you see it and it glides. So it's gliding, and then it was flap, 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 and then glide. And it was flap, flap, flapping, not for speed, but to maintain height, because it was quite cold and the thermal currents were having it do this and this. And you could see it was almost, as it's passing houses, it's rising a little bit because you had the thermal current. And as it's flying over the road, it was flapping. Watching it, I was like, oh, that's really, really interesting. Because obviously over the houses, it's warmer, because the houses are heated.
There's quite a few of them in Yorkshire.
Yeah, but on a plane, you don't get the wings doing this, do you?
No.
But also, I do understand aerodynamics. What I don't understand is the only thing producing the blowiness are man-made engines.
Yeah.
That's the bit I don't trust. It's not that I don't trust the engineering or the science of the aerodynamics where you go over a wing and the pressure, the airflow makes it so we get lift because it works the same in Formula One, but you flip it and therefore the airflow and the airflow make it push down to the ground, which gives you more grip, which means your engines can get more, your tyres get more torque, which means you go faster. So I completely understand all of that. The bit I don't trust is still the only thing keeping you up are the 2 great big or 4 great big things that spin round and produce the thrust. They're the bits I don't trust. And I trust the wings, I trust the science, I don't trust those spinny engine things, because engines fail. Or you get bird strike, or lightning strike, or those someone let a weather balloon off and it lands it. Do you know what I mean? All of that. Anyway, it's not the dry skin. I was walking normal when my back started feeling better. Not to say I couldn't lose a few pounds. Okay. He's an ex for a reason. If he rubbed me as much as he rubbed that play, we might still be together. Wowza. That's the only thing Hubs can't drive. That's the only thing Hubby can't drive is a plane. He's had a go at most vehicles. His favourite was a tank. Wow. That's good. Bless your heart has dual meanings. Sympathy or sarcasm. It does. This case it was sympathy. Okay. It's rather fresh. Yes, that's interesting. Which means I am examining your motives with suspicion. Yes, it does. Very much. Oh, I say, that's good. The top of the wing is curved, so the air pressure is lower. Yes, no, I know that, Deb, because it is the exact same opposite. That's why you get in Formula One cars. That's why you get the aerodynamics is studied within the nth degree,
Yeah.
because one little tiny change. That's why when people say all Formula One cars look the same, they do if you just have a glance.
Yeah.
If you look at them close up, you can see the changes year on year where they have slightly tweaked the aerodynamics based on what the engine is, based on what the tyres are, because the tyres will perform differently compared to what this engine does, compared to what this bit of downforce creates. Therefore, it sucks the car down to the road more. And the more you can suck it down to the road means it grips more in the corners. It means you don't have to let off the accelerator, which means you don't have to hit the brake as fast. So you don't have that slowing down. Also why most Formula One drivers will actually get completely dehydrated to the point of almost collapse whilst they're driving. It's calculated, again, within an nth degree as to how much they drink in the days before driving, so that they are hydrated enough to get to the end of the race, but not enough that they're carrying any excess water. And the first thing you'll see most F1 drivers do when they finish a race is they drink. That's all they will do. And one of the reasons they pour champagne on themselves, or they used to, was because it was an easy way of cooling down, because you sweat so much when you're driving those cars. There you go. I know a lot about Formula One. Oh, even though I still haven't built any Lego Formula One, there's loads of them. Don't really fancy that. Lisa, you flew to Jersey on a very small... Oh, sod that. Sod that.
I went on a catamaran to Jersey.
I've been on a catamaran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all right.
Yeah, well, again, it's on the water.
Apart from when it's very choppy, then I'm very sick.
Chomp. Then most of the time it's on the water.
Yeah.
Some of the time it's in midair. So I have to remember that a lot of people that watch and listen to us aren't actually watching. They've got us on in the background while they're cooking, or they're people with visual difficulties,
Just listening.
visual impairment. So, right, let me take a swig of this. I had to prepare myself for this because my brain goes to, oh my God, no thank you. We flew to Jersey on a very small propeller plane in a thunderstorm. Very scary. Came back on a hovercraft in rough sea. Just as scary. No thank you to either of those. We used to get the hovercraft from Portsmouth over to the Isle of Wight, and that only took like 20 minutes. Yeah. It was super quick. Do they still have hovercrafts doing that? I don't think they do they? They used to have, was it Southsea was the hovercraft port? I don't know why I'm asking you, you weren't from there. But yeah, no thank you is the answer to that. No thank you. Catamarans I was fine with. The little ferry to the Isle of Wight from Southampton, that was a nightmare because it was a very, very small boat. And even though it's only like the water's only this big.
Didn't they leave like the cargo doors open once and the bloody things...
That was Zeebrugge.
But I'm saying there was one that went from
somewhere down south to France.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was the Zeebrugge ferry.
They didn't shut the cargo.
The cargo, no, they were shutting, but there was a malfunction. They didn't shut enough.
Yeah.
And it took on water and it capsized.
Yeah.
Wings have flaps. Yes, they do. You can still get loads of cheap flights in Europe to the UK. I was scared to fly EasyJet though. Yeah, no thank you. Depends on your definition of cheap.
Yeah.
It really does. At one point, EasyJet were on about standing up on flights to cram more folk in. I know. Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
Really?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. Planes can still fly on one engine. No, thank you.
I don't think. What about Flybe? I don't think they're even a. I think they
used to fly from Leeds, don't they? I don't think that's Jet 2.
They used to go to like Ireland and.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't even think they're a thing now. I don't think they've.
No. Karen says, you've been on quite a few EasyJet flights, never had a problem. That's cool. A steel pilot can guide to safety in some circumstances. Yes, they can. You wouldn't want to experience it firsthand, though. Nope, thank you very much. That's why. Yes, I know they can still fly on one engine. I get all of that. However,
no.
When all the engines fail, you've got one direction. And I don't mean Harry Styles singing with his mates.
Pop star, yeah.
I mean, kaboom. You don't know a damn thing about Formula One. It's very, very, very
do
technical.
You want to go down? If you was going to go down, would you want to go down on the water? Probably not, because you've seen some really dodgy films.
Do you want to rephrase that? If I want to go down, I don't want to go down.
If the plane was going to go down, then yeah. Would you rather it be on water? That's probably just as scary as being on land.
It depends, because the actual
Then the sharks will eat you.
I don't care about that.
So.
The water tension, there's actually less sharks in the world than people think there are. But if you hit, people think if you hit water from a falling plane, that it's safer than hitting land. It's pretty much the same, because you've still got the surface tension of the water, and the velocity as you're coming down is still, you're still gonna not survive. Unless you've got a parachute, unless you're able to glide the plane and slow it right down and skim the water, and then the plane will still break up.
It depends what's wrong with the plane as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does. And how high it was and all of those. You've flown on over 100 planes, still here to tell the tale, safer than a bus. I can't comment on that. You're up at 4 a.m. for the race in Australia today. What was the race in Australia today? Was that the F1? Is it started? Is the season? No. What was the race in Australia? I have not followed F1 in a good few years now, since they moved it from, they had it on the BBC, then they moved it to Channel 4, then they moved it to somewhere else, then it was co-streaming with ITV and Sky, and then I just lost track of where it is, unfortunately. I really did. To get it back on weight loss chat, what's everyone having for tea dinner tonight? We are having either pizza or kebab. When hubby had a job interview in Shetland, we had a very small...
Fakeaways.
We had a very small propeller plane. Never again. Give me a jumbo jet every time. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, thank you. Sundays are reset open chat. Anything under £50 is cheap. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, sure.
Try and find any flight for under £50. It's okay if you want to go from, like, even if you go from Leeds to London, it's like 200.
The cheapest one you can get now is if you walk on, use your own feet. That's about it.
Yeah,
you can't get nothing for 50 quid now.
It's more expensive to fly from London to from Leeds to London is more expensive than flying from London to Spain in a lot of cases. Yeah, but again, 50 quid, you'll struggle with that. Yeah. You're currently out with Annie Pup listening to the birds. That sounds good. Bangers and mash, bangers and mash with onion gravy. That sounds really nice. Yeah, water from that height is like concrete. Yep. It's so negative about flying. Let's move on. Because some of us are terrified of it. That's why. And yes, thank you. Look, Holland's the same. Subjected to many, many episodes of air crash investigators. It's a favourite of Brian's. Yeah, that's a bit like your dad watching all the ER things.
Ones, not accident emergency.
Yeah, not John Clooney ER. But you know the ones where they're like,
my dad's
we're in A&E.
He's nearly a qualified doctor now.
I know, we're in A&E. Here, Mrs. Smith walks in with her foot missing after getting run over by a speeding lorry or whatever it was. I don't know how she would walk in with a foot missing from a speeding lorry. That would be a bit difficult. The F1, I need to watch. What's it on, Luke? I might have to have a little look. F1 season started, all new cars and crashes. And I don't like the crashes. I do know that Lego have got a new, back to Lego, Lewis Hamilton helmet coming out, and it looks awesome. Go on Skyscanner. No, thank you. You got a flight from Barcelona to Rome for £32. That's good.
You do get some good deals.
Yeah, but that's going from Barcelona to Rome.
But often, though, they are last tickets or like literally just as they want to fill the plane up, don't they?
And you've got to get to Barcelona first.
Yeah.
I always want to go, oh, yes, Barcelona. We went down the runway sideways. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why are you telling me this, Lisa? We went down the runway sideways due to one engine didn't start. We thought we'd be getting off, but no, they just tried again and took off. We smell burning. Very quiet flight. You still like flying? No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No such fecking thing as a fecking flight for 50p. Yes. That's those 3 Irish women that do all the... Yes, that's very true. That is very, very true. You used to be very scared of flying. You conquered your fear. I am happy with mine. Yeah, I haven't heard that for ages either, to be honest with you. A&E programmes make me laugh. Why does everyone fall off a horse? I like when they used to do in Casualty, right? It would always start with someone like this going, ha 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 ha, and the parent would go, now Lisa, be careful with that phone. Remember, you got to look at both sides when you go across the road. And then the kid would go, it's okay, mummy. Beep, 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 beep. It's okay, mummy. I'm just playing.
Like that, yeah, and don't even look.
The mummy would go, phone rings inside. Oh, Lisa, be very careful. And mum goes inside, and then you see mum pick up the phone. Hello, 4791. Yes, this is Mrs. Smith. Why? Hello, how do you... And then it cuts to the phone being on the side, like that. And then... And then the casualty theme would start.
Right, yeah.
And then it would cut into the story where the girl gets taken to hospital. But it would always be like, you know what was going to happen. Because you would go, or it would be, hi, well, we're really drunk down the wreck. Oh, we've got our
how
vodka.
Many people,
oh.
When we popped out and had to go, like, for food or whatever at the shops, how many people, like, in one day recently that you'd seen walking along, just walk straight in the road, they've got their phone in their hand, and they're just like...
Absolutely loads. Absolutely loads. Yeah, loads. But with Casualty, it was always that you knew what the episode would be about. Because it would start, or there would be, like, as I say, the teenagers in the wreck, and one of them goes, oh, look, I reckon I could jump off that slide. No, don't do that, Tom. Come on, everyone, let's go.
Once, you went, oh, look, I reckon I could go down that slide. Oh, look, Elvie, look, Mummy's going down the slide.
Whoosh, bump.
At the bottom.
I know, right? And you wonder why my coccyx is so painful every time. But no, you get that, and then you get, Tom, come on, we're going, I'm bored of this. Oh, I reckon I could jump off this. Don't get up there, Tom. Oh, come on, we're going. Everyone, oh. And then you get Tom going, oh, I'm going to jump off. Fuck you, I'm going to do it. Rah. Cut to.
Yeah.
Zoom in on slide with a pool of red liquid. Or broken glass or something.
And then his mate would have shouted after, this ain't going to end well for you, you know. And this is not going to end very well for you. Oh, he's done it already.
But it was the same every time, wasn't it? It was the same every single time. Rufus!
Why is your leg facing that way?
Rufus, are you sure you should be changing that plug? I've done it hundreds of times. Maybe we should call an electrician. I've done it loads. It's all right. I'm not going to get... Dum dum dum. Dum dum dum.
Yeah.
That, I think, is the opening to Casualty. I might have completely the wrong one. I loved it. It was so funny. Do they still... Is Casualty still on the telly box? For people that watch telly boxes.
I think it is.
Is it? Is Charlie still in it? Like the nurse where he's like 110?
I know, right? Yeah. He was like an older... Yeah.
I know. It was always weird in Home Alone 2 when Blenda Breathin, or whatever her name was, who was in Casualty, she was the bird lady, the homeless bird lady in Home Alone 2. When she was in that, I always used to go...
So people watching this show will see and go, I wonder how many things Lisa is thinking all at the same time.
All of this goes around my head 24/7. I know, right? Skyscan is a website. I know. It's where you get cheap flights. Lastminute.com. I can't do lastminute.com. My brain don't let me do that. Hubs watches all those hospital things and aircraft investigations. Oh. Catch Up is on Channel 4 or 4OD. Oh, I don't like the Catch Up. Is it live or is it highlights? If it's live, I don't mind it. You can always take a transatlantic cruise. Yes, please. That sounds lovely. Whenever you see someone Whenever someone else climbs a ladder, you always sing the Casualty music. Yeah, but see, it's not just me.
People go on these cruises, and they go on the cruises sometimes to not really go anywhere. You just go on the cruise, you go on all of the things they have on the cruise ship, you get to where you're going, and then they just go home. And then you're like, so all you've done is spent all your time on the cruise ship.
Yeah, but that's like an all-inclusive holiday on a floating hotel.
If they had one and it had a completely glass bottom of this ship, I would think that would be amazing.
Just so you can see sharks.
Yes, yeah,
but most of the time you wouldn't see anything because you're going over deep water and it's too dark. I know. You can fly Manchester to Malta tomorrow for $37. That would not work for me A, I've got surgery tomorrow, and B,
Oh yeah.
lastminute.com.
Got to be up early.
You've got to be able to do all of that last minute.
What time have you got to be up for
arrangements.
that? To make sure you're ready in time.
6.
5, 6.
Audrey, you've done that a couple of times. Kimberly, what's that? Transatlantic cruising. It does sound really good, actually. It really does sound. You want to do a cross-Atlantic cruise? That does sound amazing. Yeah, absolutely. For dinner, you're cooking filet mignon on the outdoor grill, no butter, crab cake, sautéed fresh corn, and steamed broccoli. Sounds nice. You'd like a Caribbean cruise? It's on your list. Your next big holiday is Japan next year, and in 2028, you're hoping to do a 22-day rail journey across Europe. Wow. Live is on Sky F1. Yeah, I can't watch that. I can't do Sky. We already pay out for so much, don't we? We've got Netflix and
Chill, yeah.
No, Disney, Paramount, Prime,
and all of that stuff.
Advert-free Prime. Oh yeah, YouTube, which is, I know YouTube's the only thing we tend to watch. Although we started watching Wednesday, didn't we? Maybe we'll watch some on Wednesday.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Casualty is still on. Charlie Fairhead left in March 2024. Did he? Only recently. God, he was in it forever. Japan's been on your list for a long time. You want to lose weight so you can put it back on again whilst there. That's a good idea. I need you all to come cruise over to Florida. I would love to go to Florida. I would absolutely love to go to Florida. I really, really, really would. Not just for the experience, but also for all the theme parks. Universal more than... oh, no. Disney sounds good, but... Oh, Marvel's at Disney. Star Wars is at Disney. Universal I like, but there's a big Harry Pottery bollocks at Universal and I wouldn't want to give her any money. So, yeah, maybe not. Was Brenda Blethyn the Bird Lady? Yes! You always thought it was Piers Morgan. That's so funny. No, it was Brenda Blethyn. There you go, because she was in Casualty and then she left Casualty to go and do that. I think at some point, didn't she like go back to Casualty as a guest star or something? Can't remember. Your next cruise is November. Where's that? Cozumel. Caramel, yes. Costa, yes, I go to Costa on a regular basis. Costa Maya and Belize. That sounds awesome. You're having a hot smoked salmon right now, Code Dad. We had salmon last night, didn't we? It was our little snack. We had some salmon. Your brother wants to do a deep south food tour of the US with a motorhome. That sounds good. Your last Caribbean cruise was in 2019, 2020. We arrived home just before COVID. And folks were kept on the ships. Oh my gosh. You'll do Universal over Disney. Universal is better and cheaper. Okay. But Universal has Potter. And I'm not giving any money in any way, shape or form to that evil twat face. No. Absolutely no way. I would rather never do. I would rather Universal has every single IP that I've ever liked and ever put money into. And I would never go and rather go to what? Gabby's Dollhouse and Bluey on Disney or whatever the hell kids things that I'll never watch. I would rather go to Disney to those rides than ever give a single penny to someone that gets the Harry Potter money. Yeah. Because she is a despicable, despectful, to quote Amber, human being. She is scum. She is... The world would be a hell of a better place than if she was dead. Very toxic. Oh, hang on. Correction. It wasn't Brenda Blethyn. She's Vera. It was Brenda Fricker. Thank you. That's the one. Yes, not Brenda. Yeah. Brenda Blethyn. Blenda.
She's also going to be on. Brickhampton.
Blender. Yes.
Blender. Yes, she is.
It wasn't Brenda Blethyn. Brenda Blethyn is the actress that plays Vera. Yes.
She thinks that everything that you can blend is free food.
It was.
She's naughty.
Brenda Fricker, who was in Home Alone and Casualty. Yes, it was. Thank you for the correction, Audrey Shaw. Thank you. It was. That's correct. Grand Cayman was nice, and Turks and Cacao. You can just skip Harry Potter World. No, I can't. Because it doesn't matter. If so much as a single cent goes towards paying her any money at all, then I will never, ever, ever go. It doesn't matter that my $200 or whatever it is to go to that theme park, it doesn't matter. The fact that they have licensed and paid an awful lot of shed loads of hundreds of thousands, if not millions, to license HP, to be able to have that exist, to attract people to their park, I will never go. I will never knowingly give a single cent, a single penny to that evil, try not to use the C word, that evil. That's the only word for her. Person. There we go. Not a single cent. Not as long as I live. Not a single one. I will never support her. It means as soon as she developed into such a despicable person, I have never, will never watch any more of the films. I have a fake Lego. What's it called? Malfoy Manor.
But you never pay her any money and buy anything brand new from any
We'll
of
never
her
buy
stuff.
a Lego HP item. I've got some little HP figures that have the uniform that I've taken the heads out, and I'm using the jumpers for characters because I've got school kids for Brickhampton. I've got Malfoy Manor, but it came from AliExpress, so it's fake. And it's not going to be a Malfoy Manor in my city. It's going to get
whatever you want.
It's either going to be a church or a town hall. I haven't decided yet, but I wanted the parts. I will never give her a single cent, ever. So there. Anyway, did you ever play Roller Coaster Tycoon, Neil? What was The Sims? The Sims did a roller coaster one, didn't they?
There is.
You had that at some point. I'm sure you did.
PS4 and PS5. Get it? You can get that on there.
Roller Coaster Tycoon. You used to love the third one, as you could watch from the perspective of somebody riding.
Yeah.
Could you? Oh, hang on. You like watching videos of the Universal and Disney rides. The Jaws ride looked amazing. Someone fell in once. I would instantly die from a heart attack. Yeah, absolutely. No, thank you. We are going to do some roller coasters or some rides this year, aren't we?
Yeah, we can do.
We've said. Although we might have to gear up for it. If we do the Legoland Discovery Centre next month, or whenever the next adult one is, the rides there are like the kiddie rides. So we might have to build up to it, because I haven't been on a roller coaster or anything like that since I was fat. And I've been fat, like properly obese, since I was probably, well, I was fat as a kid, but I wasn't too fat to go on a ride until I was in my early 20s. So you're probably talking best part of 28, nearly 30 years since I was on anything scary roller coastery. The other thing I want to do this year, when winter comes in Leeds, they have an ice rink every year, and I said to you, didn't I?
You want to go ice skating?
I want to go ice skating this year.
Yeah.
The last time I went ice skating, I was 15, and I went with my girlfriend. Let that sink in. I know, right? I only had a girlfriend for about 2 months. It was an experiment. Didn't like it. Didn't end well. Was just one of those things. Everyone experimented at that time. It wasn't for me. Thank you very much. Nothing happened, and yeah, never ever again. But we did once go on a date ice skating. It was the most chaste, with a TE, teenage. I think there was like, and that was about it. But I did want to go ice skating. I enjoyed the ice skating far more than I enjoyed spending time with her. So I haven't been since, because I then got fat in my 20s, and then was like, oh no, I'll break my ankle. I'm too fat to do that. Can you imagine like a round person with round chubby legs on two little like skimps of metal? Oh no, I can't possibly do that. I taught myself out of so many life experiences, and now we're losing the weight again. I am really looking forward to doing some of these things. So we're going to go a roller coaster. There's a fair that comes around summer holidays, isn't it? But where else does it come? Is it like, oh, there might even be it for Easter. Maybe. I know it comes around several times a year, and they just round near the big supermarket. So you said, oh, we could go on that this year. Yeah, like little tiny ones.
Big ones to go to.
Hull Fair is the one that we really want to go to. That would be awesome. But yeah, I do like those videos of people doing the rides. I like it when they stop. Like someone was on It's a Small World and it malfunctioned. Yeah. Oh, it was nightmare fuel. It goes from It's a Small World after, and it was like, It's a small world. And the figures, when the lights aren't on, they look really spooky. And then the big lights come on, and then everything is just like the magic's gone like that. It's so minging when they put the big lights on some of these rides.
Do you remember we wanted to go to that zombie thing as well? Was it the where you like their? Do you remember?
Fright night type things.
Yeah.
I do. I really want to do. Neil might know about that. Neil, are there any good Fright night things coming up? You'd love to go on a cruise again, but travel insurance for hubs would cost more than the actual cruise. Yeah, this is it. It's a lot, isn't it?
But I think there might be one in York or somewhere.
Oh yeah, possibly.
Because we saw, what's his name? He's now on as Mr. and Mrs. Yorkshire or whatever.
Danny.
Yeah. Takeaway.
Rate My Takeaway.
Rate My Takeaway. Yeah, he went to a Fright Nighty type one.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, they look good. Dormouse is in. Good evening, Dormouse. Hello, everyone. I am very late. Finally got grumpy daughter and son-in-law out of the house on the way to Malta. Drink. I have a Walter. I don't think that's going to play, is it? Because nothing plays at the moment. Yeah, she's got a Walter. I have a kombucha in my cup.
Yeah. That's a very interesting cup you have.
I don't know what you mean. Neil, you love watching weird documentaries. The greatest one you've ever seen is Class Action Park, about the world's most dangerous theme park. You recommend to everyone. You still can't process it. Is that the one where people died? Flamingo Land has new rides. That's Blackpool. That's not very far away from here. No. Maybe we should go on that one. Yeah. Locomotion is another fun one from that area. It's about building train tracks.
Do they have the Pepsi Max as well, which is Blackpool? No. Yeah.
It's a drink.
It's also a roller coaster.
Oh. Yeah. There you go. Mm-hmm. Have a Pepsi Max on the Pepsi Max.
Yes.
Probably not allowed. Did we have our Sloppy Joe pizzas yet? We did. We'll show you all about it on Tuesday. I've got to edit that. Yeah. But yes, we did. Dormouse, party starts here. Pick a year. What? Pick a year up. Loved for me when I was 19. Select a drink of choice, alcohol or soft drink. Pick 3 songs and dance and sing your heart out at some point this week. Okay. I think I know what you mean. A virtual party. Right. Okay. You barely laugh at the first one. It gets super depressing. There's a great book about it too. Oh, that sounds interesting. We'll have to have a look at that. What's it called? Class Action Park. Computer, can you send them email?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh, write down on not on that page, on something, on a different page. Class Action Park. And I'll have a look at that documentary about theme parks that go wrong. The one, if it's the one I'm thinking of, like, it's one where it's basically a real life Final Destination series all about
not to drop the pen.
Yeah, a roller coaster park that was very, very, very not safe.
I'm putting down
Class Action Park. You lost a sweatshirt at Barcelona airport. Never mind. Okay, Deborah. You had a flight with an aborted landing once. No, thank you. Charlie Fairhead. Oh no. Deborah Fleming says Charlie Fairhead from Casualty got stabbed and died in a recent episode because the actor left the series.
Oh.
Was it a heroic stabbing and thing? Was it a good one?
It was in the right place then.
Ah. Oh my God, Neil. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? All I will say is I think the teeth embedded in the slide at least once a week. What? Teeth embedded in a slide. That sounds awful. Heck knows, Code Deb. I just know I have freedom for a week. Health insurance too expensive. I'm going to get up to so much mischief. I bet you are. I bet you are. Did you see Handcuffed, Last Pair Standing? No. What's this? And the swimming pool, which was nicknamed the Grave Pool, as it was dragged every day for bodies. Oh my God! Oh, I need to watch this. I'll never go to a roller coaster theme park. I know, right? Oh my God!
What?
Neil is talking about that class action park. They had a swimming pool which was nicknamed the Grave Pool. It had to get dragged every day. Oh, thank you, Audrey. No, Charlie didn't die. He was saved at the last minute and driven off in a yellow car. That's good. Hurrah! Hurrah for Charlie.
And then he retired from the show.
And then he retired from his year's work at Casualty Hospital. To death. And then retired off in the sunset and went to live in New York City as a homeless person with Brenda Frickin. Yes, the bird lady. Yes, there you go. That sounds really good. That's the new ending. It's like Tiffany in EastEnders didn't die. She went off in a black London cab one day.
Yeah.
That's
exactly what happened.
Yes. And Bambi's mum, the vets arrived and she was okay after that, and then she went off to live on a farm in Bambi. Yes.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Deborah, you'd love to pack a bag for a sunshine holiday, then book the ticket to the destination to get a cheap ticket. But then you haven't got anything when you get there. You've got no hotel, you've got no, transfers, you don't know where you're going to end up, you don't know what language you might speak, what currency you need. Oh, I couldn't do that. My anxiety would go through the roof. I'm too old these days.
It wasn't all planned and booked and all.
Well, it doesn't have to all be planned. I'm not like 7:15, wake up, 7:32, arrive for breakfast at Continental, eat 7:42, finish Continental breakfast, 7:49, finish coffee, 7:50, leave for lift, 8:05, leave for theme park. It's not like that. Tiffany, dark hair or redhead? The Tiffany in EastEnders that died. We're talking about London cabs on Stenders. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that was a really loud slurpy drink. Yeah. The kombucha's really nice though. I do like that kombucha. It was a very good find. Luckily we did have 9 bottles of it, I think. So yes. What are you looking at? You're on Skyscanner.
You can explore everywhere. Let's have a look.
I thought Skyscanner, there used to be an app where you could listen in. It was probably highly illegal. But you could listen into like airline control conversations or something. I thought that was a thing called Skyscanner. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking about something else. Anyway, does anyone need a reset? This is your Monday reset, right? We're going to be absolutely. There were 2 Tiffany's, weren't there? One from the 90s and one much more recent. The one from the 90s is the original one. She's the one that died, fell off a thing. No, got hit by a car, didn't she? Frank Butcher killed her. Except she recovered and left in a taxi.
You can go to Ireland for £29.
What, if you leave now?
If you leave Sunday the 15th.
Oh, I'll be going to Ireland. Oh. That was such a bad Irish accent. That's what we were going to talk about. The newest Tiffany was her granddaughter, I think, can't remember. No, it wasn't. Isn't the newest Tiffany, what's her face? Bianca's daughter, because she was best friends with Tiff. Don't remember, pardon me. So, that's what I was going to talk about, wasn't it? In the next month, in the next 4 weeks, that's 8 weeks, but in the next 4 weeks, peace man, we have Mother's Day, Easter, St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. Not in that order. It goes Mother's Day, St. Patrick's Day, then Easter. Anyway, how are you going to prep for those events? Are you someone that on St. Paddy's Day you get the Guinness in? Are you going to swip the Guinness? Are you someone that will have an Irish whiskey or 2? Are you going to swip the whiskey? Are you someone that will go on the pub run? For Mother's Day, are you a mother or parent who gets gifts on Mother's Day? Is it something where you need to let the people around you that you care for, whether it's hubby buying you gifts for the kids, or the kids buying you gifts, or a friend buying you gifts because you're like a mother to them, however it works and whatever your gender is, and none of that matters. Whoever's buying you a gift for Mother's Day, whether it's something that your partner gets you from the dogs.
You could say to them though, like, if you're going to buy me something, can you, not buy me chocolate or not buy me, and just put that out there to people, like family members and whoever. And
if it's something for Mother's Day, maybe that your partner gets you from the dogs and maybe your cat, I don't know, then you might want to say, and maybe skinks, whatever. You might just want to say, for a Mother's Day gift, you'd really like a little $8.99 hamster Lego set, for instance.
Or if there's more
I don't think he's getting the hint.
If there's more than one, you could get them to team together and buy you a new item of clothing you've been wanting, a certain one from a certain shop or something. I know you like talking about Legos, I know, right?
Yeah, or an item of clothing. But genuinely, if you are doing something for Mother's Day, or if you are somebody who celebrates Mother's Day, or your family celebrate it, try and plan in advance. Try and say, actually, instead of getting me any chocolates this year, I would really, really love a poinsettia, not a poinsettia, that's bloody Christmas. I would really, really love some tulips in a pot, daffodils in a pot, plant in a pot. Or I would really love, as I would say, the little hamster Lego sets, really cute, $8.99, bargain, right? Tell them that now. For Easter, there's lots of things you can do for Easter, whether you celebrate it as a religious service or L.O.S.E.R.S, or whatever you celebrate, springtime.
There's loads of new Lego sets out now, isn't there?
Well, there is, but whatever it is that you might be celebrating, if everyone around you, the kids and everyone, would get a chocolate egg, if you can't be there with your chocolate egg, there were lots of things that we found in the shops, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
That are very good alternatives. We have got a video coming up where we're going to put all this together in the run up to Easter, so it'll be out in about 3 weeks' time. But if having Easter eggs in the house is too much of a risk for you, don't buy them. Don't buy them. Give your kids a £10 gift voucher to go and buy their own Easter egg. Give them like alternatives.
There's
We found
like Easter toys as well.
Yeah, loads of Easter toys. There's little Hatchimal toy type things. Yeah. There's obviously a whole range of Easter Lego that I would is a good option, because it, again, the thing with kids and Lego is it builds dexterity and it builds visual hand coordination. And
I know it's good, like say, giving them food instead of like as a treat, but I think sometimes if you do that a lot, the way that you are, or how you've been with food, you can also then pass that, to the younger generation. And,
absolutely.
You want to kind of get them out of the,
absolutely.
Every time you get a treat that's related to food.
We had, we always had food as treats.
It's just,
But we were in B&M and we were looking at all of their eggs. We've done a whole thing. I've got loads of footage and photos and things, and doing lots of comparisons. If you do want to have some chocolate for Easter to celebrate, so you don't feel like you're missing out, like me and my soy yogurt with my options, if you want that and you don't feel like you're going to miss out, there are some tips that we've got for you. This video will be coming up hopefully by the end of this week or early next week, this week coming and the week after, with some really good tips, right? Biggest thing that I can say to you, if you don't intend eating it, don't buy it. If having it in the house is going to be a risk for you, don't buy the Easter eggs.
And also,
buy them something else. Buy them a gift voucher. Buy them anything else.
And also that when you go to the shop and you see a whole shelf full of eggs and go, oh, well, these ones are smaller. They've got to be less swips.
They're not. No. Scan, and scan again. A lot of the Easter eggs that are out, the new ones that have just come out, they're like standard, I would say, size eggs. But when we were kids, those were the big ones. Yeah. None of those are on the app yet because they've all just been released.
Yeah.
So if it's not on the app, don't buy it. If it's too many swips, don't buy
We
it.
tried scanning some ones recently that were in Lidl. I think they were like extravaganza or something. I don't know what they were, but even none of those were on the app.
All of the new ones are they're not on the app yet. So don't risk it. If you're lucky, you can have the eggs in the house and not even look at it as food, then that's fine. But if chocolate or sweet things is your trigger food, don't buy it. If you must buy it because your kids or your grandkids or whoever is demanding chocolate at Easter and you don't want to be that, I'm on a diet, I can't give you that, you don't want to come across like that, then buy it very last minute. If having it in the house is going to be a trigger for you, don't buy it. It's that simple.
And then people buy them early. The shops are very smart. People buy it early and then somebody eats it. Or...
January, they were in the shops. As you said, they were on the high shelves, but they were there. And the idea is you pick them up as you're going around and go, I'll just put that away for Easter, and then you scoff it.
And that was like all in your Tesco Expresses and
everywhere.
Places. And, like I say, the whole top of every aisle was full of eggs, all of them.
Yeah. So we are going to do a whole deep dive into the Easter ones. So yeah, have a look. But there are so many good ideas of things you can have. There are colouring books with Easter themes. There are really egg things, crafting things that you can get where you make them. You can do in B&M, they had a Easter egg hunt kit where you can fill the little Easter eggs with a couple of bits of chocolate if you want, or some sweets, or other things. So you could put toys or coins. You could give them the money for an Easter egg in 50p's and put that in and their Easter egg hunt, and they go round and find all the little Easter eggs and get the money and then go to the shop with mum and dad to get their Easter eggs. That way you don't have to have the egg in the shop. And all you've got are those little click together eggs that they go and hunt. And usually there are so many things that you can do without thinking about eggs. Go and get your Easter eggs, and when the kiddies have got their Easter eggs, they won't last long anyway. No. And also, though, if you do have kids or grandkids, be careful about when they are having their Easter eggs. Because it's very easy for, we teach kids to share. That's a good, kind thing. We share. So then go, would you want some? I'll just have a little bit. Yes. But a little bit, for me, one is too many. The whole egg isn't enough. I couldn't have that one little bit because my brain would go. And then I'd be like, just nipping over to Barry's, Rufus, just going to run across that's what not cut price Barry's, but our little corner shop is called Barry's. Just going to go over and get a pint of milk. Lisa, we've got milk. No, just get a pint of milk. Back in a second. So
that's happened before, though. Not
this time round, but it has happened before. Where I've gone over and scoffed stuff on the way back, and then gone, Rufus, I kind of did this. So if it's something you can't have in, plan for it. Please, please, please. These times of year, the reason they are everywhere in the shops early is because it's like mince pies at Christmas. It's like, ice cream in the summer months. People know that hundreds of thousands or millions of pounds of marketing and psychological study have gone into this. They know that for most people, if there is something that you like and it is a sweet sugary treat, you are going to eat it. And for the large majority of us, you'll eat it when you don't intend to and go and rebuy. That's why why mince pies are in the shops with best before November on them. Because they're not designed to last until Christmas. The same with all the eggs, the same with all the chocolate. That's why Maltesers bring out their Malteser bunnies. For no reason, but to get you to buy a different type of thing because it's seasonal. And because now they have got these holidays that are so many weeks apart. Every 6 weeks on average, there is a holiday now. And that holiday is themed around buying something. And a lot of those things you buy are food related. You've got to overeat at Christmas. You've got to overeat the eggs at Easter. Then we get into the summer months. You've got Mother's Day. You've got Father's Day. We've got God knows what days coming up. All of those.
Just buy lots of chocolate and things.
It's all based around that. It's Mother's Day. Here's some chocolates for Mum. Here's some It's great. When we were kids, I don't know about everyone now. God, I'm on a rant now. When I was young, I would get my mum for a Rocher. I'd get her a box of them at Christmas, and maybe a box for them on her birthday, and that was it, because they were quite expensive comparatively. They were ones that she liked. She'd probably share them, and I'd get one myself. But it was something that she would also. They would kind of last a few days. In our house, it never lasted very long because Mum also had eating issues with food. But that was it. I didn't go looking the rest of the year. Mother's Day might be a Ferrero Rocher pot, or it might be something else. But chocolate, all of this sweet stuff was relatively expensive. Nowadays, it's so cheap.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to buy. Do you remember when...
Cheaper than chips.
Do you remember when Milk Tray was like... The ladies love Milk Tray.
Yeah.
And and even Ferrero Rocher, they were sold as the Ambassador Loves. These are a slightly raised above item. This isn't your everyday chocolate. These are more expensive. These are special. These are Milk Tray. You had the whole James Bond thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
They were for special occasions.
Yeah. I remember.
And the price was accordingly. Okay, it might be £6, but back in those days, £6 was a lot of money. Whereas these days, it's still £6.
And he'd climb in from out from the window.
Yeah. Na, 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 na.
Yeah.
And it would be, all because the lady loves Milk Tray, and you'd have this silhouette man doing backflips and up and down a mountain or a castle or whatever it was. These days, the food industry has made food so cheap, and all the crap processed food so cheap. Just watch yourself. Please watch yourself. Because it's really, it's a key trigger. And I know on YouTube, the adverts have already started for chocolate and eggs and things. I've seen some of those.
But I said, do you know what they're doing now, though? They're doing chocolate flavoured things.
Oh, yeah, a lot of that. That's come from America.
Yeah, chocolate flavoured things. So they can't say, if it doesn't have actual chocolate,
enough percentage of
then the
chocolate
cocoa,
nibs or cocoa nibs,
then
or whatever
it is just chocolate
yeah.
flavoured.
So just be really careful. You've got, as I say, in the next month, you've got Mother's Day, St. Patrick's Day, and Easter. Potentially, in the next month, without even realising, you could be triggered 3 separate times, 3 weeks of fairly big gains if you're not on the ball. And all of those events are things that you might not expect. If you are someone of Irish heritage, it may well be that you'll go, I won't celebrate, but someone comes round. Let's have a Guinness. Let's have a whatever. It's very easy to have those unexpected things. Just be really super mindful. As I say, the Easter egg thing is going to be, that video is coming up soon. I want to do a bit more filming.
But that is true. Like
beforehand.
Like say your hot cross buns and stuff. Will
Oh,
be
yeah.
out now.
Hot cross buns.
Because soon it'll
Yeah.
be Easter now.
Yeah.
Soon, and then But all the
I know.
different ones, your chocolate and
I was
caramel.
going to say,
or
now
hot
it's not just hot cross buns, is it? It's the caramel filled hot chocolate,
different flavoured ones.
salted caramel hot cross buns. Every year they'll bring out a new twist.
White chocolate and raspberry hot cross buns.
Yep, and they'll all bring out new twists because the idea is
Strawberries and cream hot cross buns.
you've got to try the new ones. It's the reason that Slimming World keep bringing out new varieties of hi-fi bars.
Yep.
Not because we want to give people a lot of choice, but because you'll buy your 2 packets of peanut butter flavour one and a packet of Oreos. These are limited edition. I better get these while I can. So we'll get, it's not Oreos, is it? Cookies and cream. So I better get 3 packs of those. It's why they do it. It's marketing.
But I said, when we're talking about food, I say the only thing I can say about, like I say, many wraps, like bread items and stuff that we've tried, and we've used, didn't we? When we had wraps, I think in the past we might have bought like the Weight Watcher ones. But compared to that, and the first time now we've tried the Slimming World wraps, they're actually really good. And they hold together really well as well. They don't just fall to bits.
No, they're really
wraps.
good. Really surprising.
Yeah.
Audrey, you had to order the kombucha from Amazon. You don't have a Barry's up here. I'm glad that Amazon do it. We saw that on there. Yeah. Dormouse is having a staycation, all meals cooked and in the freezer, but you have a few new ones you want to play and try. All your art stuff dusted off to do art meditation and watercolour painting. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Neil's drinking peach iced tea at the moment. That sounds awesome. Flying on Aer Lingus was so relaxing because they spoke English. That was your only worry. Landing in a foreign airport and trying to communicate. After that trip, though, you've got your confidence. I thought that said Concorde then. Guinness Swift, Mother's Day you ignore. Easter you buy a couple of expensive eggs, once reduced, chop up and aim for it to last all year. You need to hide it better from your daughter, okay? Just going to leave that one on screen, Rufus. Yeah. Hamster Lego set, Rufus. Your Mother's Day's until May. Ah, there you are then, Deb. You buy Whittards.
Isn't the hamster one retiring?
This year, yeah. It came out this year, retiring this year. The small 899 sets do. Because there'll be a different one. There'll be a guinea pig one out next year that looks very similar. You buy Whittards powdered peach tea, real black tea and high peach content. Dissolve it, fridge it. You like Lipton's, but it's very weak in comparison. They're also quite high in sugar, some of those.
So you can buy just cans of already made Lipton, I think, as well. Yeah,
Holland's saying, yeah, never tried that. It sounds nice. So you used to drink Lipton till you looked at the sugar content. Very high in sugar. You don't even like sugar that much anymore. Good. Someone gave me a box of fancy chocolates. You've only eaten half of one. That's very good. Fancy chocks can be a bit I used to work in a chocolate stall stand in a mall, in the one back where I used to live. And for the first few days, it was only a weekend job. For the first few weeks, it was yum, 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 yum. After that, the mole.
Marvin.
Yeah. After that, it was, oh my God, the smell of chocolate is making me physically sick. I had this. We were in Lidl. I had this flashed through my head is why I'm thinking of it now. In Lidl, whenever we were last in there, it wasn't yesterday, was it? Day before yesterday? Whenever it was, we went down the specialism aisle. We went down the middle bit and then we went down the last bit of the bit where you sometimes get the sort of different foods from around the world. And on this side was some of those, and then it was some toys and blankets or something, but the toys were down the bottom. Not that I went looking for Lego. And on this side was all of the chocolate. And as I'm walking down, my stomach went, ugh, and I had an instant back to being 17 years of age at the mall, the pop-up stand in the shopping centre, and literally my stomach turning at the smell of the chocolate. There were so many.
Like that. We're living now.
There were so many different smells of all the varieties of, and it just smelled overwhelming of sugar and I guess cocoa and flavours. But it was like being back there, and we had those fancy chocolates. It was like we had to try all of them so that you knew what they would taste like. So if somebody says, oh well, my wife quite likes marzipan and almond ones, but she doesn't really like the texture, have you got anything similar? So we'll be able to go, oh yes, we'll try this. This is an what's it, amaretto flavour. It's got that almond essence, but it's got this and this, or try that. And it was one of those where you'd buy individual chocolates in a little box. It's very bougie.
I'll say, I don't know how
Lindor make
theirs, but I think Lindor, the Lindor balls are really nice.
They were better than those. It was bougie chocolate. Bougie.
I know, like ones, they'd have all little fancy type.
Yeah, that it was one of those stores. Anyway, literally after a while, the thought of chocolate turned my stomach. You don't get those good Easter eggs here in the US. No, your chocolate over there is weird. When your children were small, they would get lots of Easter eggs from aunts and uncles. So we always got them new books as they love reading. We still do this now. They're older and they buy us books. Oh, that's such a lovely family tradition. That's so cool. Oh, I love that. I used to like colouring books. I went through a phase of reading all the Enid Blyton books, you know. Fantastic Five, wasn't keen on those. Secret Seven, loved those. I used to get Secret Seven books and things like that, yeah. You would have loved that. Couldn't read till you were 10, and now you're an utter bookworm. That would be so cool. Oh yeah, look, American chocolate is generally terrible. Yes, it is. You swear Easter didn't be such a thing in the UK. It's crazy the amount of chocolate eggs there are now. again, millions and millions and millions of pounds on the line to be made in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
That's why there's so many seasonal chocolate varieties. You also lean more to cheese, Dormouse. Just your daughter just got you garlic and herb. Yum. We'll have that with crackers and fruit for dinner using your calcium plus swips. That sounds good. You went to Hershey, PA this past fall and went to their big chocolate shop. If you stay at Hotel Hershey, they give you mini bars and Hershey kisses all the time. They do that at Cadbury's World, don't they?
Yeah.
Although, again, because there's like roller coaster.
Yeah, but even at Cadbury's chocolate, that's changed as well.
Yeah, but when you go to Cadbury's World, you used to get so many free chocolates. That's all been skimmed down now. They don't do that anymore. And that's in Bourneville, isn't it? Which is an actual place.
Yeah.
There you go. Everything wasn't so much of a commercial thing. You don't ever remember seeing aisles full of Halloween stuff or aisles full of Christmas baubles when you were a kid. I remember seeing Halloween stuff because I was into Halloween even then. But it was those cheap white plastic masks with paint on the front of it only that were elasticated, and sometimes they'd have a witch's hat attached and some green hair. Those were the expensive ones. The plain ones were just the mask, and occasionally a costume. Occasionally.
Yeah, but when we were kids, the shops weren't even open on a Sunday, and Saturdays you'd have Saturdays were up until 5 o'clock or something, and then they'd be shut. And the shops never, like supermarkets were never open 24 hours.
No, and they never had, they always shut all over Christmas, like Christmas Day.
Sunday morning.
Boxing Day they'd open.
Sunday morning, corner shops would be open for newspapers and stuff.
A couple of hours.
Yeah, and then they'd be shut.
Yeah, absolutely. And then slowly, bit by bit, it became shop all the time.
Yeah.
When you came in the 90s, there were loads of chocolate Easter eggs available. You were too poor to buy them. In the 90s, the eggs were expensive. They were more expensive, yes. Dormouse enjoys finding a nice luxury reduced egg and making it last, over the year. You do swip your hot cross bun though, yeah? You used to get garlic and dill cheese curds when you'd go north to Wisconsin. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. You don't like hot cross buns? You don't like raisins? Okay. Cheesecake is one of your many weaknesses, Holland. We're going to do a cheesecake soon, aren't we?
Yeah.
You're not a cheesecake fan, but have some flavoured ones that were okay. Oh, it's got to be flavoured ones. How do you like your eggs? Chocolate, please. Yes. How do you eat yours? I don't. You bailed out of a slide on a hot summer's day once because the metal was so hot and you were wearing shorts as a child in the 70s. Oh my God, Deborah, 100% I remember those.
You get burnt legs.
You did. They used to be, it was a nightmare. Ooh. I remember those. You remember the Black Magic chocolate box advert? Yep. Christmas time always came around. It was that and what was the other one that came around for a while? The Nescafe Gold Blend adverts. Yeah. Will they, won't they? Will they, won't they?
What they used to do, would it be Diet Coke or Pepsi adverts? Was it a long time ago?
Yeah. There was never that much choice when you were little. Remember getting a cardboard egg with a necklace in it. That sounds lovely. Club and Penguin biscuits, now chocolate flavoured as they don't meet the threshold of cocoa. Wow. Wow. That's... If you like a lot of chocolate flavouring on your biscuit, join our club.
I'll say a lot of they are now just flavoured.
Pick up a chocolatey flavour. Penguin.
They definitely are.
Wow.
Chocolate flavoured.
St Patrick's Day is not a big trigger for you. It is for a lot of people. A lot of people like their Guinness or their Baileys, or a lot of people use that as an excuse, don't they? You're going on holiday later this year. Cheap flights, your eye. Baggage, £38 per person each way. Be cheaper to leave your clothes behind. Exactly. I've seen a lot of people do that. Some of the YouTubers we follow, that Dale, what's his face?
Take a case over there with them, or just buy one when they're there.
Or that Dale bloke, you know, the Scots bloke, Dale. He travels with a backpack with his laptop and a few bits in, and wherever he goes, he'll buy his cheap clothes, t-shirt, shorts, wherever, bits, when he's there, walk around, and before he leaves, he donates it to the local charity, gets on his plane with his 3 t-shirts and his underwear. Everything fits in his one fairly big backpack, not like a hiking bag, but just an ordinary sized backpack, and off he goes to the next destination, doesn't it? He does it in every country. Obviously travel clothes on, then picked up cheap clothes at destination. Donated them before heading home. That's exactly what we were just talking about. There's I wish I could remember his name. It's called Dale. He's from Scotland. He always wears a black t-shirt and shorts, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean. Yeah, we watched him do all sorts. Club biscuits, yeah. Lipton's is ass. Okay. You're currently drinking a pint of Ribena. We've still got, Ed, some of the winter spice Ribena. I'm going to make that last all year.
Well, you got
all year.
4 bottles or so.
It's so yummy.
4 bottles or so.
You feel so much better in spring, summer and fall. Your whole personality changes, I bet. Cadbury's is produced in Polish factories now. Don't surprise me. Everything is. Oh, Folk of the Faraway Tree. I remember that. Not sure if you'll see it when out in the cinema. What? It's coming to the cinema. Yeah, I don't think I could watch. That's why I'm really grateful that Secret 7 never got made into a series. They did Famous 5, didn't they?
Yeah.
And 5 Go Hiking or 5 Go to the Unemployment Line or whatever the hell they were. But they never did... They never did Secret 7 series. Audrey Shaw, Wednesday was half day. It was. Wednesday used to be half day opening. Do you remember? You went to the Cadbury tour in York, but it was too late and was closing. You bought some chocolate and it gave you a stomachache. You probably had too much. You got burned on the soles of your feet one summer, walking back from the beach to your aunties with your cousins. Yep. You worked at an ice cream store. Still don't really like ice cream. No, I know, right? You had a can of Guinness last night, could only manage 2 sips. Guinness is nice. I quite like Guinness with blackcurrant. I know, right? If you are of Irish descent, I apologise. I'm very sorry. Or, what was it called? What was it called? The poor man's black velvet. Guinness and cider. That used to be in the goth clubs. Or black velvet. It's supposed to be Guinness and champagne. But a poor man's black velvet. Yeah. Guinness and cider. That's what we used to drink. 5 Go to the Unemployment Line. That's what it was called. Seasonal chocolate is due to marketing. It is. Seasonal, everything is due to marketing. That's how they get you. That is how they get you. We still need to do, don't we, the video where we attach...
I keep thinking, Mister's outside the window. He did that before. I keep feeling I can hear him meowing.
Meow.
Because he can hear us if he like... Because they've got good hearing.
Meow.
He sits out the back.
I could hear a noise, but I didn't know what it was.
He sits out there on the fence because it's the higher side of the fence, and he watches down the neighbours' gardens.
Ah, you only ate a bite of the Cadbury, a bit of the Cadbury. It's too rich for you, too much lactose. Not anymore. Has a lot less of everything in it now. Yeah. I know, right? You love a cider, but you can still only drink. Still can only drink half a bottle. Yeah, cider's very, very sweet, isn't it? Are you going to do video reacting to your old videos? I'm looking forward to it. We are going to, yes. We are. At the moment...
We're like different people now.
Yeah, at the moment, a lot of the filming is kind of on hold because I literally struggle to see anything. A lot of the editing's on hold because... The filming's on hold because I can't edit. And the reason I can't edit is because of my eye at the moment. Literally this side, I don't have any idea where things are. And so doing anything, even on a keyboard, I have to look down and move to the left and right to see where the letters are. When I'm editing, I have to move the mouse. I'm literally moving my neck backwards and forwards all the time. Nothing is where everything is, if that makes sense. Nothing is quite where it's supposed to be. And because 3-dimensionally as well, I'm really struggling. I was supposed to cook yesterday, and in the end, I was just like, Rufus, you're going to need can you come and do this? Because I did the sauce, and I wasn't great to be on camera doing the sloppy Joe bit of it, because it was just everything isn't quite where it's supposed to be in my head. So I go to put something down, like if I go to put a cup down, right, and that's the surface, it will be like, oh, where is it? And likewise, if I'm going to pick something up, it's like, there. Like there's this moment where I'm like, is that, no? Because nothing quite, without that, the second art, see, even then, you just see how tentatively I'm putting things down. I'm like, is that over it? When I make coffee,
Adjusting, isn't it?
the amount of coffee that I've spilt this last month is ridiculous. Not the cup of coffee, but the granules, because they're not actually over the mug. So I'm literally having to go like, is that over it? Pour it in.
Do you know what I do?
What?
Because we've got a great big jar of coffee in the cupboard.
You put the cup over.
I put the cup
That
and
makes
then
sense.
I put the cup there, and then I just so. Otherwise, I have the same problem. Even you put it on a spoon, you get a couple of granules that will come off. So I put my cup right next to it.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Because I do that, and then have to wipe the side a couple of times.
I never thought
so
about that,
yeah.
because to me that's a logistical jump that my brain just goes, no, it doesn't function.
If you're doing it from a little jar, then you put your jar near the cup, and then you just put a spoon in. But because it's a great big metal tin of coffee,
yeah,
I
put the
just
cup over the top.
near
That
and
makes so much more sense. Can I also admit something? When we were young, we had a bath, right? We didn't have a shower fitted until I was probably about 13, because it just came with it came with a bath, and then you had the things you clipped on the taps to wash your hair, but we didn't have a proper electric shower, because again it was the 80s, and they weren't such a thing.
We were little.
They weren't a thing, and then we had a shower fitted in. It was like, oh, look at this, we got a shower, and it was a posh thing, and you had the curtain that went in the bath and all of that. And I remember very vividly being about 13, 14, and the shower must have been fitted for about a year maybe, when I finally realised I can turn round in the shower and I can wash the back of my hair. When I'm washing my hair, I don't have to lean forward and tip over to get to the back. I can turn round.
Yeah.
Because the bit of my brain, again, this is some of those signals that maybe my neurodivergence these days would have been picked up a lot earlier than it had. But it never even entered my head. And so I would scrub my back like this and then try and duck a shoulder under each side to try and get the water off my back. And then I would like try and go under like this to have the water flowing down my back to get off the soap suds. It never even entered my mind to turn round.
You know?
No. And I remember very vividly, because I was like, why didn't I think of that before? It was one of those, looking back, I now go, that's me not quite understanding how the world works, how things are, and that would be one of those little bit of neurodivergence where, because nobody had ever said to me that was a thing I could do, that it was a possibility, and because I'd never seen someone do that, it was one of those. And I think it was after watching the Dietary adverts where the woman in the waterfall washes her hair, where she was like standing behind and the waterfall's going down her back, and I remember being in the shower literally turning around and going, oh, this is so much easier. And it's one of those, those memories that you have from a childhood, a particular memory of a particular day that is locked, burnt into your mind. That's one of mine. That when I look back, I go, yeah,
Why did I just never turn around?
Those neurodivergent signals, they were there right the way back in my childhood. A bit like the trans signals. Anyway, Cadbury was just this past summer. You've got half a chocolate cake in the fridge. That's a weakness. Don't have it in the fridge then. That would be fun. We are going to, yes, it will be fun. You had Guinness on prescription when you were pregnant with twins. It was for the iron, and you had to drink 1 pint a day. The only time you got your alcohol from the chemist. We used to have a woman in the nursing home who was prescribed Guinness, and she'd have it with mashed banana and Ensure, which a powder form, and you would put the Guinness and the banana in a blender with some of the powder Ensure, blend it all up, and she would drink it from a straw, because it was her poops were black, but it was all of the iron, because she needed that iron, and it was the best way to get it into her. So yeah, that's the thing they still do. Be grateful you didn't spill boiling water over your hand like I did. Oh my God, be careful, Ed. I'm very careful with that though, because I'm very mindful of where the things are. I do quite often overfill the cups, which is really weird. I never did that with 2 eyes. But now it's almost like, because I'm so judging it so carefully, again, tentatively picking up the cup, I'm like, okay, and it's coming up the side, and then I go, right, stop. And then it's like, right, okay, now move that over there. You've got to be so careful with it. that I will still overfill it. You had Guinness after your daughter was born, as you can't take oral iron tablets. A lot of people can't. Iron tablets. It was that or IV iron. An easy decision. Give me the Guinness. Exactly. You freak of running water over your face, ergo showering can be a challenge. Absolutely. Wow. It's because you were so used to having to hold the old one over the tap in your hand. Do you know what? It's probably true, Holland. That is probably absolutely true. Yeah, that's what you used to do, like that. Because you had the sucker things that you used to be able to get, that you would put on the wall in the bathroom, on the tiling, and then you would try and hook that on the sucker thing, and you would always get it, and you'd just be there, and then you'd be like, I'm washing my... and it would fall in the sink, and every time it fell, it would fall in the bath, and every time it fell in the bath... Is that just me?
Yeah.
Is that just me?
Yeah, it's just you. Yeah.
Banana and Ensure sounds nice, not with the Guinness. I know, right? I know, right? But it's just... the only reason we brought it up is because, again, for a lot of people, we think about Christmas as being the key trigger time. Yeah. We don't think about this next 4-week block where you've got Mother's Day and Paddy's Day and Easter, and then we get into school holidays are coming up. There's normally holidays around Easter, isn't there? So the kids are off and they're in the shops. Mum, can I get an Easter egg? Can I get this? Can I get that? Can I get this? Can I get that? It's very difficult. Or grandma or dad or whoever it is, or parent, uncle.
And all of that.
It's very difficult. It's a difficult time for a lot.
Food.
Yeah. We've been on for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I know. So anyway, I hope everyone's enjoyed our chill out. All the Lego stuff is coming to Sundays. And the updates on Brickhampton Towers from the Scales.
Blender will be running it.
No! Jude runs it.
Oh, is it not Blender?
Jude Hay. They've got some comedy names. We've got Jude Hay. Hey Jude, comma, hey, comma, Jude. Yes.
Yes.
Stuart Patrick runs the supermarket. I mean, instead of Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
I know. One of the main characters, Geraldine, Olive.
Yeah.
Sips.
Yeah.
G-O Sips. I wonder what her character stereotype is. Very interesting. You're looking forward to Easter as you get a couple of weeks off. You really need it. I bet you do, Holland. Well, you're doing an MA while working. My God. Did you have the shower head that went on the taps? Yes. And one of them would pop off? Yes, it did. It would pop off, and then you would have boiling hot water going through, and the tap chuck. Yes. Yes, they would pop off all the time. I know, right? Young people today don't know they're born.
No.
Going into a house where there's already a shower. Oh my Lord.
I know, right?
It was a big event when we got...
It was much easier just having a bath.
It was, but I don't like baths. I don't like sitting in your own filth. You sit in your own... I mean, now, to be honest, I do miss a bath. Now we haven't got one. I really want one. Oh, we've got a wet room. Oh, it's so lovely having a wet room. You can just... No, I want a bath. I want to soak with candles and smellies and lovelies and some bath bombs that you put in and it fizzes and make the water a lovely colour and you get bubbles and candles and floaty and oil. I really want that. And then you stand up and you have a shower to wash all of that off because you've been sat in your own filth for 2 hours. Reading a book.
It's all right if you need a soak for some reason.
I know. It's really nice. We just
Redox.
really hot bath and you just soak your muscles after. Oh, it's like, oh, I love it. But even our shower doesn't get too hot, does it? On the maximum hot, it's like
turn it up, but it goes from one extreme to another.
But when it goes hot, it dribbles.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah, I know you don't have it normally very hot, do you? But yeah, the hotter it goes. It's like a little...
Depends how high you turn it up.
Yeah. You're so glad the Happy Holiday trial left, so you could join a Sunday afternoon is always fun. Oh, thank you, my darling. Holland, it's lovely and relaxing in a nice deep bath. I used to love it. And then get up and have a shower. You had a hair wash jug. That was really hard not to get running water onto your face. You're an old dormouse. We had a hair wash jug as well. And we also quite often, because my mum didn't trust us before we got the shower, because my mum didn't trust us not to get water everywhere on the bathroom floor, we'd have a bath, shallow bath, but our hair was always washed over the kitchen sink with the hair wash jug. And it was called the hair wash jug. We had that as well. We absolutely had that. Did you have a hair wash jug? No, we had a shower. We had butlers come to do our showering.
Did you?
No, not me.
That's lovely.
We never did.
I hope you enjoyed it.
I had bend over that sink. Mum, it's hurting my neck. Just stand still. I'm trying to wash your hair with Vosine. I used to love Vosine. The smell of Vosine. Do you remember that?
No.
It was a dark green bottle, and it looked like treacle, and it had a really strong, you'd hate it now, really strong, particularly chemical herby smell. That was Vosine. And if anyone remembered Vosine, it was very, 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 very hot Vosine. Lovely. Loved it. Very hot Vosine. No, very specific smell, wasn't it, for Vosine? When you lived in Lancashire back in the 60s, it was a tin bath in front of the fire and a shade loo at the end of the street. God. And yeah, you only have deep baths, boiling hot with bath bombs and bubbles. You love all that. I know, I miss all that. Audrey, that sounds like your grandma's house, yeah? Do they still have hot and cold water coming out of separate places? Of course. Why would you have them coming out the same ones? They're called taps. Taps. You have a huge claw bath. Came with the house. Very odd for a 2-bedroom house. Sounds lovely though, Holland. It depends how the new house and plumbing. Yeah, they do sometimes. You remember Vosine. Baths are okay. You have an issue getting in and out. Yeah, I do these days as well. Yeah, taps. You remember Vosine. Vosine had such a strong smell. It was a really particular scent that, and you would always, on a Monday morning, you would know the kids who'd had Vosine the day before because you could smell it on them still. It was a really strong herbal, like...
Is it to make sure that all the kids that go to school make sure that, you've
washed
had
your
a,
hair.
you, oh yeah,
Yeah,
you've
you
had
had
a
your hair
shower
washed.
or whatever,
Yeah. And you would smell it normally at least until the next day, next morning. It was lovely. I loved it. I don't think you can still get it. You could have about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you could still get it. I don't think you can now. But anyway, you love a shower. I know, Deborah, I adore showers now. But I do miss that long soak in a nice, hot, bubbly, bath bomby, scented, candly bath. I do miss that. Are you looking at Vosine? You could get... No! They're in standard bottles. They used to have a bottle that was like... It was thin, I went down, and then it went like this, and it had like a...
Anti-dandruff shampoo.
No. Was it anti-dandruff? I think it might have been.
Yeah.
The bottles have changed. Oh, no. Oh, I don't like that.
So when...
Do Vosine, type in 80s. We found... I know, we keep saying we're going to wrap up.
There you are, look.
Yay! That's it.
What about Matey? We used to have years ago.
That's Vosine
What about
bottles.
Matey from years ago? Do you remember?
I like Matey.
Yeah.
That's the Vosine bottles. A very, Vosine medicated shampoo. The effective family treatment for dandruff. Yeah, it's all the kids would have it.
Matey.
Oh yeah, and Matey. That was the thing. Look. Look there, look. Matey. The bubble bath that came with. Yeah, it was. Was it all sailors? I think they had a female one as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they're different characters.
They had a girl one in pink. That's what I remember. You find the scent of Vosine comforting somehow. I'm going to have to buy some Vosine, you know. You're coming to... I think we're all going to get in the queue, Ed. I think we're all going to Hollins for a bath. Sunday night bath and hair wash after. Dinner, then story in bed. Yep. Yes! That's what I remember. I don't know if they're going to be able to pick it up. No, I'll have to... We'll put it in the Losers Club on the YouTube. But, that was so good. Yes! Yes, Vosine was good for head lice. I believe it was, because it was medicated, I believe it was always a thing, because we washed it every single week with Vosine. It was our Sunday prep for school. Every single Sunday night, Vosine on, quite a lot. And then you love it, an Epsom bath salt. you'd have Vosine,
Hang on.
bath and hair wash separately. Yes,
Hang on a
Stormhouse. After dinner, then story in bed for school. We'd have Sunday dinner. Then we'd have the bath and hair. Then after that, while we're sat in our jammies, we'd have our supper. And then we'd go to bed fairly early for the next day. And we'd have to get our school uniform out, have it hung on the hanger on the side of the wardrobe, ready for the next morning. And we'd have the homework check, make sure our homework was done, all of that. Oh, gosh. Yep. You couldn't get in or out of a bath now. I would struggle. Yeah, you can't wash your hair in the bath. You have to stand up and turn the shower on. Yeah. You can get Vosine on Amazon. Rufus has just found it. You know I'm going to order some, don't you? You know I am ordering Vosine. You used to buy Matey for the kids. Hubby's granny had a bath in the kitchen with a worktop on top. Wow, which was taken off when you needed a bath. See, clever. Clever back then. People were clever. Right then, we're going to go. Sundays are becoming a nostalgia fest, aren't they?
Right.
I am going to buy some Vosine. You know I'm going to buy some Vosine.
Are you?
Yeah, it'll probably be really good. If it's a medicated anti-dandruff shampoo, it would be really good. Better than Head and Shoulders. Because I used to hate that stuff. But Vosine, I wish it was still in the old bottles though. But just to wrap up, we did find loads of old packaging from your dad's, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Or you did. And we'll put photos of that on the Losers Club as well. Talk about nostalgia. Yeah. So there you go, everyone. Hopefully you've enjoyed today. I really love these Sundays.
Some of the packaging was like from the early 90s.
It was. It was.
Some of it might have even been a bit older.
Some of it was it wasn't the packaging, love. Some of the products expired in 92.
But some of the packaging I think were made at such a time when there was no expiry date on some things.
Yes. Yes.
So some of them had no date on it at all.
Yes. Matey got stains out of your washing. Very good if the kid had Whatsits.
Oh.
That's very cool. I didn't know that.
Now you do. Quick, guess.
Vosine,
get some.
Vosine was a medicated shampoo, code Deb. But yeah. Right, everyone.
So Matey then turned into Vanish. Wow.
I remember when Vanish first came out and it was like, oh my God, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, thanks for joining us, everyone. I've really enjoyed today. So yeah, Wednesdays moving forward, we are trimming the fat. We are going to... a bit more streamlined on a Wednesday. Yeah. So the random Lego talk and
saved for Sunday.
And the what we eat this week will be saved for a separate video ahead of the live. Yeah. So probably be released about 6 o'clock. And we might refer to, well, we will refer to the Tuesday item that we made, because that normally will be made on the Tuesday before. Yeah. So Tuesdays, not this week because I'm having eye surgery tomorrow morning, but Tuesday will be live again from next week. On this week, we will be doing a premiere. So I've got to edit the video and then it will be going live at 6:30. We'll be in the chat for that one.
Skipping a week.
Yep, absolutely. And then starting this Wednesday, the trimmed down Losers Club, more focused on weight loss, less focus on us.
Yeah, but like I said,
me faffing around.
We will update about that because we don't know how you're going to be from tomorrow.
I should be okay.
So after that,
what I will do tomorrow, either from the hospital or maybe not from the hospital, maybe when we get home. No, tomorrow I will do a very short live, just letting you know where we're at after the surgery. So when we get home from the surgery,
if you're able to, if not, it'll be Tuesday. If not,
but there will be a little
at some point
5-10 minute live. So look out for that. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done already. And it might even be when we pull up in the car outside, because we can get on the Wi-Fi before we come in with the dogs.
They said when you've had it done, well, I say, so when you get discharged after having it done, you're probably still not going to feel as much pain as you might do in the recovery afterwards. So because you still got the anaesthetic and everything. Yeah, so it'll either be late on Monday evening or Tuesday at some point.
before the live.
Because then you'll know how you're going to feel afterwards.
We'll do you a little update live and we'll let you know how it goes. So yes, hopefully everybody, you've enjoyed today. I love Sundays. And yeah, just remember, listen, whatever week you've had so far, take this as your reset, right? Take this as your moment. You're not pulling it back. You're not going to go SWIP free this week. You're not going to do an SP or whatever else unless that's on your plan. Yeah. All you're going to do right now from this moment forward, the very next thing that you eat is on plan. If you need that reset, this is your reset button. Okay? Reset it from now. You're going to be fine. No matter what kind of week you've had, whether you've been eating nothing but chocolate eggs, or if you've eaten nothing but takeaways that weren't fakeaways. Whatever you've done this week, if you've been off plan, take this as your reset. You can still come in with a relatively okay week, or you can just stop yourself damaging the week anymore by just hitting that reset button. Yeah. This is your reset reminder. Right, everyone, we will see you in the chat on Tuesday, if not on a very short live somewhere across Monday or Tuesday, depending on what happens tomorrow. And we'll see you, all being well, at 6:30 on Wednesday evening. Until then, as always, you know what we always say, be happy, be healthy, be authentic.
We'll see you next time.
We certainly will. Don't forget, you can do it.
If you just stick to it.
Don't forget, the plan works.
If you just stick to it.
No, the plan works if you work it, it won't if you don't. Just remember, 5 minutes, don't let 5 minutes on those scales ruin your whole week. What else? What else? What else? Don't forget, we aren't going to make it for you, eat it for you and film it for you.
No.
Don't forget, what does... Check your boobs from Leanne. I'm trying to think of everyone's taglines. Don't forget, what does everyone else say?
I just said, be good, stick to the plan because the plan works.
See less of you next week. That's what Charles says.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget.
See less of us next week, hopefully as well.
Yeah. Don't forget. I can't think of any more. I think that's all the taglines we know.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. We'll see you soon.